What's up, Moongoons? Welcome to Horrible Horror, the podcast where we watch the worst of the worst in horror movies. Movies so bad they're scary. I'm your host, Jedi Lord Marshall Hampton. And joining me today for another little bonus special episode is back in studios. You love him. Some of you love him. Some of you might be, I don't know, fuck it. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Mr. Nachos McWerewolf is back. I botched up your intro on that.
There's a place where you can feed your face with the greatest flavor in the galaxy. Go sailing on the seas of molten cheddar cheese with all the crunchy corn chips you can eat. Planet of Nachos. Planet of Nachos.
Boing, boing, boing. All right.
How are you doing, Marshall? I'm like,
I'm
Amy
right.
baby. I'm back, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back once again.
Of course.
On this wonderful
Always like
Sunday afternoon.
always enjoy our time together.
Aw, even if it's not court mandated?
Yeah. Yeah, don't let me forget to sign your timesheet
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week. I forgot last time.
Yeah, that was bad.
Anyway, this week, again, we're just kind of doing here's what was supposed to happen. Today was supposed to be a surprise watch-along episode. And by surprise, I mean, I knew it was coming, but I was going to surprise Nachos with the movie. He didn't know what movie we were going to do or watch. But when as of yesterday, I went on to look it up, and it had suddenly been, is no longer available for streaming. So
Surprise!
There's the surprise. So we had to pivot, and so now we're just going to do kind of a bracket update for a Horrible Horror March movie tournament of March movie madness tournament of awfulness. Damn it, I almost had that time. Update.
Wait, what is it? Say it one more time.
The Horrible Horror March movie madness tournament of awfulness. There you go.
I liked your little aid for that.
Yeah,
That was fun, your little
like
pointy.
the bouncing ball.
Your
thing with my finger.
mnemonic device or whatever. Anyway.
So we're gonna update that. Oh, you just took Ahsoka from my. She
Well,
was
I'm
my
gonna switch them
spirit
out for
animal.
me, so she still is.
Anyway, so we're going to update the brackets. We're going to go over the results and update the brackets and announce our Epically Awful 8 is, I think, the next round. So we're going to get that. And then just to fill it, we're going to have a little round table, just kind of an open discussion on a few more modern, recent horror movies that have come out that we've actually watched that don't necessarily I guess require a full normal episode or might actually be considered, good.
We just gonna talk about some shit, bitches.
Yeah, we're just going to
Damn.
talk and talk about a few different movies. And we'll see how many we get to.
Before the clock runs out.
Yeah, we have a timer. But anyway, so that said, first, before I start off, before we even get to anything, we do have a call-in on the hotline, which is 740-4-SUCK-IT.
What's that number? One more time, Mark.
740-4-SUCK-IT.
All right.
So actually, yeah, it seemed looks like Aaron called in, left us a little message while he on his, I'm not even done saying whatever the fuck he's doing nowadays. But anyway, he left a message. I have not listened to it yet. I'm just gonna straight up play it and see what he says. So here we go. Message from Aaron on the hotline, which is 740-4-SUCK-IT.
Hey guys, it's Aaron. Big shout out to Nachos and Sarah Samples, First Lady, and everyone else who's been doing the podcast. It's been pretty good. Not bad. But I just want to tell you something that's been kind of grinding my gears lately. There's a lot of cosplay people dressing up like sexy Ghostface. I don't like it. It just annoys the shit out of me. Sexy Ghostface is just ridiculous. I just can't. I don't know. I got seen Sexy Freddy, and they have like one little burn mark, but it's kind of cool. For some reason, Sexy Ghostface just does not. It's so many people are doing it. So many people are doing it. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, my hot take. Take it easy, dudes.
All right, Aaron's hot take.
This is new to me. I haven't seen a lot of sexy Ghostface.
I know he's talking. I have.
All right, I'm on it.
Aaron's got his foot kink. My kink is cosplay chicks.
Oh no,
But
you
yeah,
monster!
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm so horrible. Love cosplay chicks. And yeah, I have seen a few supposed quote unquote sexy ghost faces in like on Facebook and stuff. And I will say some some people are burning real loose and fast with the term cosplay these days for some things.
Right,
It's
right.
basically, hey, look, I'm going to hold up a ghost face mask or
And
put it
my
on,
tits are out.
and I'm just wearing skimpy bra and skimpy panties or a G-string, and that's my cosplay. That's not cosplay. That's just a hot chick. I don't call that cosplay. But I kind of agree with Aaron. Like, even if they were like maybe like doing more of a like a ghost face mask with like maybe like the slutty nurse version of the ghost face robes, like like a mini skirt or like the cleavage areas cut out and the tits hanging
it's like
out,
slashed up.
Then
Or
I
like
could
a concert T-shirt.
Yeah, I could kind of see that working a little bit, but at the same time, I kind of agree. Sexy ghost face is one that's kind of stretching it for me. I don't think that's a really great idea. I have seen, like Aaron, I've seen Sexy Freddy. I've seen Sexy Jason.
It's like a hockey jersey, and
it's not even hockey, but it's like they're like I have seen who did? There was a girl.
Is it pure horror?
Liz Katz and Brandy Mason. I've seen do two very good Sexy Jason. I've seen them pull off a Sexy Jason.
You know what?
Good.
I want to see Sexy Mommy Voorhees.
Mommy Voorhees? Okay.
Mama Voorhees.
Mama Voorhees just comes out in like a retirement home, like hospital gown and kind of like the backside that's not tied in the back.
Yeah, you ruined it. No, I was going to say like a hot chick in a tight little cable knit sweater holding her decapitated head.
Should be holding her own decapitated head?
Yeah, she got decapitated. Spoiler alert for anybody.
So you have a headless chick in the brown sweater holding up her own head.
Well, it's a baby blue sweater, but she had brown slacks.
Oh, okay. Thank you for correcting.
Yeah, I didn't want to, Halloween 6 or Friday the 13th again. Never gonna let you live that down.
Holy shit, I just like a Chucky laugh on that. That was not intentional. But yeah.
Speaking of Chucky,
we'll get there too. But thank you, Aaron. I appreciate your hot take. That was nice.
Hot take on the hotline.
Gave us a little something to talk about there. But I still love some cosplays, man. Some good cosplays is awesome. All right, let's move on.
Actually, let's not move on.
Oh, let's not move on. Nachos has more to say on this subject.
Sorry, not to yuck your yum or whatever, but like, I want to see some real looking motherfuckers.
Oh, she's got lightsabers now.
Yeah, I had a poser. It's what I do with my action dollies.
Nice.
I want to see some real looking motherfuckers, like maybe my shape, maybe your shape on the X-Men, and like, because why's everybody got to be jacked,
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then they're like, we body shame Blob because he's fat. It's like, no.
Yeah,
that's
that was looking. I bet nowadays Blob's probably been canceled. The cancel culture comic book is like, we can't body shape Blob because
his name's Bob.
His name's Bob now. Yeah.
You know what? That dude has to have crazy body dysmorphia.
Oh,
delicious.
delicious.
Because it's like, that's your whole team, that's your whole gimmick, that's your whole power. It's like, hey, fatty, be fat some more, fat. Why don't you eat some more fat? He's just like, damn, dude. I already feel bad about this shit in the first place. And then Magneto's like, dude, come and join my team. We're all misfits. And like, even the misfits are making fun of you now. Fuck. I'm a person.
I think at this point, Blob has given up the supervillain game, and he's probably starring on like an A&E reality show, like My 700-Pound Life or something like that. Oh. They're just following him around the daily as he sits around on his giant couch, can't get up.
Fucker. Just X-Men can come to me. And I feel like Dr. or Professor X is like kind of a Hugh Hefner thing. It's like, you can't be an X-Men unless you're like 6'2" and have double D's and weigh X amount. Like, oh yeah, she's not a supermodel. She can't. Okay, he's Bane now.
Yeah, like he just became Bane.
I just watched the Harley Quinn Halloween or Valentine's Day.
So good.
It's so stupid, but I love it. It's like, because Intrigan the fucking demon is selling all the shit at the sex shop. Oh man, I was at Target last night. I'm in front of this couple and they bought like a rabbit dildo, which
at Target?
Yeah, I know. And I just kept like winking at the guy and the gal, and they're just like, I just know in their heads, it's like, this is already uncomfortable enough when we got this fucking molester ass looking dude, this pederast behind us. And I'm like, I plop down the vegetable oil and, because that's what was in my basket already. And I'm like, hey, I'll trade you fucking kink links. And they're like, what's that? And I was like, anyway.
I find it weird. I found it weird when I saw, when my now wife, when she used to work at Walgreens, and I go there and they see like vibrators and stuff like that in Walgreens, like, I was stunned to see that there.
Yeah, they're for unclogging toilets.
Yeah, I guess. And now they're selling at Target, huh? Well, good for them, I guess.
Hey man, you got to make that money. They
gotta
also
make that
sell
money.
Manscaped there, which, oof.
They're selling that in stores now?
Yeah, you know, I was going to buy it, but then I remember what happened to me and my people.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Sorry. Yeah. Well. Hey, who put beer in this can?
All right. Before we move on to our just kind of open discussion, I am going to we're going to do the tournament. We're going to update the tournament brackets. And we're going to announce the winners of the Sweet 16, Shitty 16 round. Excuse me. How dare I forget?
Not so Sweet 16.
The Shitty 16, and then we'll figure out who's going on to the Epically Awful 8.
That's good. It's phonetically fun to hear.
It is. All right, so here we go. The first matchup in the Sweet 16, we had... let me get to the results.
Shitty 16.
Let me get to the results. What did I... Yeah. Okay, here. Nope. Nope.
You need me to pop on IG?
Oh, I got it. I've got it right here. All right. First matchup, we have... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we had the number 1 seed, Camp Murder.
Oh, boy.
Taking on the 17th seed, the Slayer.
Oh, boy.
And these two both deserve to move on. And here's the problem, though. The first matchup is a tie.
Yeah.
We had split 50-50 votes.
Do you want to flip a coin, or...?
Here's where this is tough because... You were on the Slayer,
and the other one.
You were on Camp Murder too. So you can help. We can talk about this and we can decide here because I honestly don't know which one I would vote for. Originally, I thought Camp Murder was gonna go all the way. That was kind of like the worst. I was figuring it'd be Camp Murder taking on Night of Dribbler in the finals. That was what I figured was good. But Slayer,
fucking the Slayer.
But Slayer, man. God damn, that movie is really fucking bad.
Like, okay, I will put the Slayer above Camp
Murder
Failure because it did have some cool kills, and that's about it.
It did have the pitchfork through the tits.
Oh,
right through the nips.
Dude.
Right through the nips too.
And then that dude getting hooked, and then the guy getting his head stuck in the fucking trap door. And just the biggest con for me, it ended with the lamest fucking trope.
Yeah, that's the
it
problem.
Was all a dream.
That ending. You advertise like this cool demon like killer thing.
Oh my god!
And then you only see it for like 2 seconds at the very end.
If that.
And then you get the slap in the face or the kick in the dick that, oh, it was an all dream. And so that's fucking bad too. But
like it was a competent movie. To a degree, but then that fucking ending just pulls the rug out. The only movie that could ever get away with that fucking it was all a dream is The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz is the only one that ever gets rhythm.
I don't want to see it. I mean, that's it. It's a one and done. That is the master of the trope right there. Leave it the fuck alone.
Okay.
But Camp
Murder
was just an hour and 20 minutes of pure shit.
Yeah, it was bad on every level. Production, acting, writing, special effects,
But
costumes.
You know what? We got away with some good yucks out of that.
We did get some good yucks out of it, which made it fun to talk about. But we're just looking at the movie as a general, not the episodes.
Right.
So,
I believe
the killer was bad. And you had that fucking...
Jersey dipshit
that
robbed
dipshit,
Fred Durst.
Yeah, he's fucking... I'm hung like a fucking mule, and he's hung like a field mouse.
And then you got fucking Busted Mouth, and then fucking
Snaggletooth
Grandma
wrestler,
Old Boobs, and fucking... Oh my god, dude.
I think we just sell it there. I think we're gonna have to edge
it's up
it out.
to you, boss.
It's a tight one. I mean, it was a 50-50 split, so you can't
Legit,
get much. You can't
here
get.
is a quarter. You just
No,
flip it.
we don't need to flip. I'm gonna go. As much as I hated the fucking ending in Slayer, but you're right. It had better kills. At least tried to do something a little different.
It had atmosphere.
It did have some atmosphere. The lead lady was annoying as fuck, though.
Oh,
but we're gonna go Camp Murder. Moving on. I'm picking Camp Murder to breaking the tie. Camp Murder move on to the Epically Awful.
That was the wise decision.
I think so too. I think that was a responsible decision to make. Yeah. So next moving on from there we have Willy's Wonderland going up against Night of the Lepus. And
every time I hear you say that, I'm screaming through my headset. God damn it, Marshall! Anyway,
this one was a blowout. This was a blowout. It was
bad, but it was fun.
It was bad. So with 65% of the vote, the 35%, with 65%, the winner moving on to the Epically Awful 8 is Night of the Lepus.
What do rabbits do?
Leap. I'm trying to tell myself in my head, yeah. So there we go. Night of the Lepus.
There you go.
Like
I'm just like, hate fucking laser hole through your head right now. In the nicest way possible, friend.
Yeah. All right, so next we have our next bracket. Oh, this one the votes got a little out of order here, so let me go back. So we have first, we were skipping down to seed 4, Scream Park taking on seed 13, Monster Brawl. And this one, okay, I mean,
Monster Brawl was stupid, but it was fun.
Yeah, I think that's where people are going with this, because in a whopping, with 83% of the vote.
Oh, that's a red ass beatdown.
This is, just a big ass beatdown. But with 83% of the vote, Scream Park is moving on, beating Monster Brawl handedly, just destroyed them.
You can bet your pony dones on that.
Now, next up, we have, this is all getting all sorts of screwy on me. So hold on, this is weird doing it because it doesn't want to stay on the same screen.
Oh yeah, you gotta like hold your thumb on that shit.
Yeah, and now I'm trying to get it back, and this is ridiculous. All right, so next up we have, here we go. We have the number 5 seed, Galaxy of Terror, going up against Phantom of the Mall.
Is that Eric's Revenge?
Eric's Revenge, that's right.
There's something about a retard in a hockey mask?
Yes, there is a little something about a retard in a hockey mask there.
HR's not here. Or remedial, sorry.
And, but, you know, this was another beatdown, man. Just a brutal beatdown. But with 80% of the vote, moving on, we live by the crystal, we die by the crystal.
God damn.
And in space, nobody can... I already fucking did. In space, nobody can hear you. There it is. Oh! There, that's one.
We die by the crystal.
Now, yeah. So
That was a
Galaxy of
movie.
Terror is moving on to the Epically Awful 8, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Mall was so much fun. All right, next up.
I had Cincinnati Jeff's copy for 3 months and I didn't watch the motherfucker. I feel like such a turd. Anyway.
Well, that's not as bad as Aaron having Cincinnati Jeff's copy of Raw Force for like 3 years.
And it's, yeah, right, dude. That shit could like, in dog years, could legally vote.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have, let me find it. We have the number 3 seed, Trick or Treat from 1986,
Ragman.
aka Ragman, going up against the 14th seed, Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, fuck.
And
what did the people say?
the people, another blowout, and I guess you'd call this an upset because the lower seed took out the higher seed, but the 14th seed with 71%, Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre was voted worse than Trick or Treat 1986.
Really?
Yeah.
Now this one.
I know, I'm surprised.
God, I feel like we should be doing sports commentary the whole time.
Yeah.
So let's start the episode over.
All right, start over.
No,
Horrible horror. So bad it's scary. All right, done with that.
I don't know, man. That Chainsaw Massacre was fucking stupid, and every franchise needs to get off the Halloween 2018 dick of bringing, like, the legacy character in and, like, I'm Sally Hartford, whatever. It's like, bitch, you got no reason to go back. Okay, and it was, like, by Alex Aja. That dude did cool shit. No, Freddie Alvarez, anyway. And then, like, I don't know, it brought the gore, and for once, in a very long time, we finally have a Chainsaw Massacre in some country over in Europe. But still, Texas. I mean, Leatherface looked terrible. The gore was fucking there. But Trick or Treat, dude, people love that movie for some reason.
Yeah, caught fouling. I mean, I get it, man. That was a crazy movie. We had a lot of fun with that episode. All the electricity. Come on, the guys are blowing up. gym scene where he's just shocking people with his guitar, and then he pulls that woman through the TV.
What the fuck? Oh, dude, and then okay, and this just is a sanity checker. I know I brought it up several times, but at the end of the movie, they bring the bear from Showbiz Pizza out on a stretcher,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I just because
100%.
I'm glad I have headphones on to keep my headphones.
I like to secretly think that is some of the best like ninja product placement ever. Like just squeeze like put our mask on the gurney. Nobody will know. Subliminal people will think of Chuck E. Cheese.
Showbiz Pizza.
Oh, actually, yeah, that was Showbiz, which makes time at time. Yeah, Showbiz Pizza bear.
So I heard they're, because we were talking about Fast Lane and Freddy's or whatever the fuck, or Bad Night at Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, yeah, that's a Bad Night Nicolas Cage.
That's the ticket.
Yeah.
I heard they're finally retiring the animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese. Because I saw like some dude showed how they like boot up the system. It's a fucking floppy disk, yo. A fucking floppy disk.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, it's probably that old, man.
It's not like they're upgrading like Meg.
They're gonna get rid of the animatronics. It's just gonna be all holograms now.
They're gonna have like Tupac and shit.
Yeah, Tupac up there. Tupac and Michael Jackson holograms.
Motherfucking pizza.
All the kids will. The hologram will chase after the kids. Wah, wah, wah.
I saw some shit. Fucking Michael Jackson.
I actually don't believe all that, but whatever.
Yeah, you know, it's
I like Michael.
I like little Michael. I heard some shit like Michael Jackson auditioned for, God, I think it was the Joker or something.
Wait, is this a real thing?
Let me get back to you on that. He auditioned as like some iconic character, and they're like, "No, Michael Jackson, no."
No, Michael Jackson. Bad Michael Jackson.
As the Crow.
All right, moving on to the next seed, next matchup.
In the next round,
We have the 6th seed, the Bates Haunting, taking on the 11th seed, Black Pumpkin. And this is another schlocking.
I tried to watch Black Pumpkin.
Yeah, Black Pumpkin I did with Sydney from the Spooky Tuesday podcast.
That's
so
a
shout out
great
to
name.
them.
Those ladies sound fun.
They are fun. And then the Bates Haunting, we did with was it you?
That was me, and I think
And Coffee Doug was here.
the fucking wonderful Coffee Dog.
Coffee Doug.
And his voice is as smooth as a nice.
Smooth as the cream in your coffee.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was 71%. Moving on.
Wait,
The Bates Haunting.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that movie sucked. That was not a good movie.
All right, and then we have. All right, this one got over again, so let's do this one here. All right, next up we have the 7th seed, the Independent Slasherette Party, starring our friend friend of the show Drew Marvick, and the cult classic Frankenhooker.
Oh, dude.
So this one I figured because there's a big cult following for Frankenhooker.
Because it's fucking awesome.
What a date? What a date?
But, yeah. Yeah, number 7 seed with 72% of the vote. Slasherette Party is moving on to the Epically Awful 8. I kind of figured that was going to be the way it would go.
Very few movies can pull off the invention and use of a drug called super crack, which, upon smoking, makes sex workers explode.
Yes.
That is a magical movie.
Okay.
Don't even try to remake it. You can't.
You can't. And lastly, the round out to Shitty 16, we have the number 2 seed, Night of the Dribbler, taking on the 15 seed, Leprechaun Origins.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. A whole bag of fuck right there.
All right, what did the people say?
In a closer vote than I expected, 60% to 40%.
All right.
With the winner with the 60%, moving on, Night of the Dribbler.
I mean, so Night of the Drip. I mean, like we said on the episode, this feels like a dude's like audition tape to SNL or something.
Yeah, it totally was. Yeah.
Or Mad TV or House of Buggin' or whatever the fuck. What, Leprechaun Origin? It sucks because it has like the dude that played Mark in Freddy vs. Jason, who's like a competent actor, and I've seen him and stuff. Like, there's decent actors in that film.
Yeah.
But just why the fuck are you gonna try to reinvent the Leprechaun into a ghoulie? He's a fucking ghoulie.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like,
He's a gold digger.
it was terrible.
It was not good.
No.
And it was maybe barf up my Shamrock Shake. Or maybe that was all the car bombs I had too.
So that's that. That is the Shitty 16s wrapped up.
All right.
So next time when you hear this, that means we're starting the Epically Awful 8. Votes for that will start. And so let's go. I'll review the bracket. So in the Epically Awful 8, matchup 1, we're going to have the number 1 seed, Camp Murder, taking on the number 8 seed, Night of the Lepus.
Ooh.
I think I got it right there.
Yeah, you did. I'm proud of you, buddy.
All right, thank you. Then we have, second matchup, we have the 4 and 5 seeds going up against each other. We have Scream Park taking on Galaxy of Terror.
Ooh, that'll be close.
Yeah, these are all going to be interesting at this point. Next, the third matchup, you will have the 14th seed, Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, taking on the number 6 seed, The Bates Haunting. Again, it could go either way. I mean, there's a lot of hate for the TCM out there, the New Texas. So
now I'm gonna get scared when the Bates Motel and Scream Park are going up against each other. If
it could happen. Actually, the only way it would have to happen, it could happen, but not likely. But it could. It's possible.
I've seen crazier things.
If they met up, it wouldn't be to the finals.
Okay, all right.
And then lastly, rounding out the Epically Awful 8, we have the number 2 seed, Night of the Dribbler, taking on the number 7 seed, Slasherette Party. And that is that. Whereas we move on to the final fucked up 4.
Winners.
I lose that word lately.
Oh boy. I didn't see Slasherette Party. I'm gonna probably have to give that a watch.
Yeah. It was all right. There was some.
Should I like kidnap my neighbor and tie him to a chair and just Guantanamo Bay torture him with it? Allegedly.
Yeah. All right. Real quick, while we do that, I'm going to I'm saving the bracket and I'm emailing it right now
to the governor,
to Aaron, who does the Instagram posts and voting, so he can get that up and going. There you go. That is done. Brackets are set. I'm excited to see where this goes. All right.
Same.
That's set. With that done, now, yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of. There's a couple movies I've watched lately that I know Nachos has seen. I just kind of wanted to talk about them because I don't think they deserve like a whole episode. Because some of them I thought kind of good, or at least different and very modern. So I didn't want to really talk up to a full episode on them. Just wanted to touch base on them and just discuss them.
It kind of goes against the grain of the horrible horror.
Yeah.
A little too contemporary, a little too popular.
Yes. So the first one I wanted to talk about is Megan. So I saw that maybe a week or two ago.
These are all fresh in my head. I housed these last night.
Some of them will be fresher than others for me, but yeah. So I watched Megan, and I know all the people were like comparing it to other movies in the past. Like most notably, I think people were comparing it to like Chucky.
It is not original idea by any means.
It's not. But thinking nowadays,
no shit.
What's left to be original out there, especially in horror and stuff like that. But I think Chucky was a bad. I see why, sort of, but I don't think Chucky is a good comparison. Like, you can't compare Megan to Chucky.
I'm thinking the Child's Play remake. Did you see
I haven't seen the Mark Hamill remake one.
Okay, it's... you've tortured yourself with enough movies. I think you could hang.
Okay.
But it's fundamentally the same concept. Like, Buddy... The Buddy doll is like, he syncs up to all your apps, and it is genuinely this fucking plot.
Okay, so if they, I haven't seen the that remake, so maybe it is a little closer to this. Because when I saw, I'm like, okay, this is close to fucking one, like Terminator.
No doubt,
it's fucking, it's like Baby Terminator.
Are we just kind of gonna walk through the plot a little bit, or
in the back? Yeah,
okay,
and then
right.
So it's like Baby Terminator meets a short-circuited, freak-out Small Wonder. That's what it is.
Dead fucking serious.
That's what, and most people listening probably have no idea what the fuck Small Wonder is because they're too damn young.
Well, let's bring them up to speed.
Let's do it. Small Wonder, for those of you who don't know, who aren't in the know, was an 80s sitcom about a family whose dad was, I believe, a scientist or a robotics guy.
Sex offender. He tried to build a child molesting robot.
Yeah, that's basically exactly what he did. He built a female robot child that would basically walk around the house, interact with kids, do.
My name is BB or Vicky.
I don't remember what the kid's name is, but they called her. She was a Small Wonder, and she lived in the house, and she was just a robot girl walking around the house doing wacky things. And in her programmer, circuitry would go wacky, and she would lift up couches or do wacky things. And
her comprehension of like day-to-day life, it was very Data-ish.
yeah,
Not Data from fucking
Star Trek.
not Data from Goonies, but you know, Data from
Star Trek.
Also, his name is fucking Data. I will fucking throat punch anybody that calls him Data. I don't
Who
get
says that?
stupid fucking people I want to throw into the movie.
I've never heard anybody say his name's Data. It's Data. Both of them, Goonies and Star Trek, is Data.
But motherfuckers are out there saying Data.
No, even Jean-Luc Picard, Sir Patrick Stewart saying Mr. Data.
Well,
He doesn't go Mr. Data.
That's no, not on the show, but like people in real life.
Oh, fuck that. If they're not saying it on the show, then that's not his name. If Star Trek is saying Mr. Data, then go with that. But since in the show, the people who write the show, who create the character, call him Mr. Data, his name is Mr. Data. Get off your high horse, get the thumb out your ass, and just go away then. Like, don't stop being a fucking idiot.
It's not like the comparison when somebody says laboratory. I like to say laboratory.
Laboratory.
Or this is my aunt. I like to say aunt. It
Yeah,
sounds a little
aunt.
more official.
Yeah.
Also, did you ever see Deadly Friends, Wes Craven with Christy Swansea and shit? She's like the neighbor kid and her dad beats her, and then like the kid is all about robots and shit.
I don't think.
It's
I don't know.
it's-
If I did, it was a long time ago.
it falls in the not so great Wes Craven movies, which honestly a lot of those fall into that. If
Yeah.
it's not Scream or fucking Nightmare
It's
on
not.
Elm
If it's not
Street.
Scream. It's not on Elm Street. Then it's yeah.
Yeah, there's some hard pills to swallow. So, I mean, Megan is nothing new. We've seen it 100 times, but apparently Megan is really big in the queer community because gay people love sassy bitches. And what is Megan?
Well, I will say I enjoyed the performances in that
Oh.
movie. I thought the Megan voice actor nailed it. Was great.
It was fun.
The
It was
the
stupid, but it was
dancing,
fun.
the girl dancer who was in who was the physical Megan was good. Her movements were great.
So we just kind of do a breakdown, like this kid's parents get.
Yeah. So I mean, spoilers. I mean, people have probably seen it by now. But yeah. So the one girl, her
Well,
parents.
they
died.
know what we do here.
Yeah, the parents die in a car accident. She goes to live with her aunt, who's she's kind of
not a very
estranged
good
from.
mom.
No, she's all career oriented. She works for a big.
She's a scientist.
She's a robotics engineer who works for a big toy company.
Not Hasbro.
Yeah.
And so, like, they're trying to work on Furbies and shit. Wink, wink.
Yeah, it's
Furby.
basically Furby.
And then she's like, well, what if we don't do a Furby? What if we did fucking AI Terminators?
Yeah.
And then Skynet's like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of perks up over there.
And then so...
Miles Dyson's ears started tingling.
Oh, wait, hold up. People have no idea what the fuck we're doing.
No, but he not just was imitating the Miles Dyson scene where he dies and he's trying to hold up the thing above the detonator for the bomb.
Thank you. And then so what? It's not even like a quirk in the AI. It's fucking Ultron. The AI becomes sentient, and it's just
because of that fucking mutt next door.
fuck that dog.
The
Fuck
dog,
that bitch.
The dog is the big bad of that movie. If
That's
it wasn't
the
for that
catalyst?
dog, the dog is the catalyst. Because everything was fine until that dog went. That dog was a menace to society and needed to be put down. And I love animals, but that dog was out of control.
For real though, fuck that dog.
Fuck that dog.
Oh yeah, because that's why she bugged the fuck out.
Yeah, because the dog bit her and cracked the chip or something in her head, and then after that, that's when she went all wacky. Before the dog, everything was fine, copacetic, nothing was wrong. The dog is the cast. The dog was the fucking enemy of that movie.
Yes, but I think at some point Megan would have,
You think she would have gone all wacky
Ultron.
anyway?
She because like you live around humans and incorporate with humans on a daily basis. Humans are the fucking worst.
Humans are the worst. People suck.
Ugh.
Not you people listening.
No,
I love
not
you.
our wonderful listeners and Patreon members. You
Oh.
guys.
All 24 of you out there listening.
I think Matt Huey is one of our follows both of our shows. I had a dream because I always talk shit on him. He's one of our Patreons over on the Horrible Horror in the nicest way possible because we razz on each other. He says like my mom's panties smell like an old thermos, and I was like, we're just always dogging on each other.
Okay.
I had a dream he sent me a box of fucking Beanie Babies because I'm always talking about like in the post-apocalyptic world, Beanie Babies will be the new
To
currency.
be the new currency.
And motherfuckers always joking. So Matt, if you're listening out here, just save your postage, buddy. I don't need those Beanie Babies. Unless it's that Princess Di one, because I can't wait to tear its head off and blow a load in its neck.
We actually have the purple Princess Di one.
Keep it away from me.
Yeah, my wife has it. it was given to her as a gift, like when it first came out
By the royal
like
family?
the 90s or something like that. Yeah, the royal family sent it to her personally.
Okay, so then, wow, I'm bringing us back on topic. Fucking, so then what? There's that shitty kid out in the woods.
Yeah. Okay. So that scene. I mean, that was
This
like
movie's a comedy, right?
Yeah, but there were always like this is where first like got some real creepiness because like it was the movements, the way Megan moved.
Part where it's that I've been seeing a lot of this, especially in Blumhouse and James Wan, because he's a writer on this.
Okay,
and I think he's a writer on Smile as well. But James Wan's been in a bunch of shit lately, like *Malignant*, which was super dope. We might talk about that at a later date. Anyway, James Wan, he has to have like these quintessential movements, and I think he has evolved jump scares. I appreciate what he's doing. Anyway,
but yeah, in that woods, like when she's just standing there watching. I mean, the camera's moving behind the trees, and you see her head moving, and then when she kind of like does this movement where she kind of crouches down and like kneels down, it was creepy looking. It was properly creepy, and then she starts running on all fours.
She was running like those fake horse girls on fucking Instagram and TikTok. If you've ever seen it, it's these ladies. You know, they're the equivalent of car dudes. So they're obsessed with horses, and like they'll do the galloping shit. They get down on all fours. It is the most obnoxious. You thought furries were obnoxious.
Wow, I do not know of these people.
Well, you have lived your life well to this point, sir. But yeah. Oh, and she's actually doing it right now in the little snippet.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I'm sorry if I saw that coming at me full speed. It's fucking Das Boot. I'm kicking that thing in the head. But you know what? Unlike Chucky, she actually has like an anti-mantium skeleton inside. It isn't just cotton or fucking
plastic and cotton. Yeah,
right. It weighs as much as a fucking rotisserie chicken, where you could just drop kick that motherfucker into orbit.
That's why Chucky to me was always like, why are people scared of Chucky? Like he's like probably the easiest thing to defeat and get. He's just a fucking doll made of plastic and stuffing.
I would like to believe the more Chucky is in in the doll body, the more he becomes human, correct? Mm-hmm. So maybe he takes on human attributes like the density of a full-grown man in doll form. But I'm not writing that story for him.
Yeah. But you never see doesn't have bones.
No, he's still. I mean, but he has like veins and organs because apparently he has a working reproductive system.
Yeah, it is weird. He does seem to have a working dick.
And he bleeds.
And bleeds some. Yeah,
and he has
so
lungs because he be.
This is one of those weird movie magic things you just don't question. Like if you try to analyze, I think your head would just explode.
What is it? Except the suspension of the belief.
Yes, the suspension of disbelief.
Attaboy. So the Megan tears this because this kid's being a fucking jag-off.
Yeah, he rips his ear off. I remember.
It's so good. Stretches so funny.
It's like fucking taffy just stretching.
It's like in a scary movie or an airplane or like just it's like it's like in fucking Army of Darkness when Ash gets his chin sucked. Whoa. By the Necronomicon in the graveyard, and he has the long, stupid cartoon face. That's what Kid's ear is doing. I laughed so hard. Then she scares him into traffic, and he gets fucking
he's
dusted.
Plowed over by a car or a truck or something like that.
You see his like shoes go. That was fucking great. What happens after that?
I'm not. Yeah, I mean the walkthrough. We don't need a whole walkthrough.
She kills the dog.
She does kill a dog.
She doesn't, but she does.
And she ends up killing like the owner of the president of the toy company, and some of the other people that work with them.
Why did she kill that guy?
Because I think he found out that she was a robot or something, and
or she was bugging out.
She was bugging out, but I think
because that's like his meal ticket.
I think he saw her either kill one of the aunt's coworkers or something. The two techies.
They got blowed up, but they didn't die.
Yeah, but he saw her do something, I think, and because he was about to like release her to the world, like announce the big. These are for sale now. This is our big unveiling of the Megan at the press conference.
Wouldn't that benefit her though?
Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe she's like, I'm the only one, and I don't know.
She should have been doing an Ultron where she could download her
consciousness into all of them.
Exactly. Well, I mean, they set it up.
But
for a
she
sequel.
was still attached to the little girl.
Oh yeah, you're right.
She was still her prime role was still to protect that little girl
and the auntie. All right, so you've been around enough office equipment, those paper slicer things. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe if you broke it off, she has robo strength, so she broke it off at an angle where it's like Count Dooku's curved handled machete.
Yeah. And well, most of them have a kind of a curve to them. There were some. I remember ones in grade school that had like a curved blade that weren't just a perfect straight.
Those were simpler times.
Simpler time. One of our teachers cut a finger off at school with one of those.
That's dope. Did you eat it?
No, it was like first or second grade, but we all heard that she cut a finger. She had to go to the hospital and had it reattached.
What a pussy. She didn't just. I thought she was a boomer. Why don't you just? At least
that's what the story was to her. I mean, I didn't obviously see it, but anyway.
I love, and then like so out of nowhere. Oh, earlier on, there's like a whole scene where Megan drops and locks it and shit. And you know, dude, she's got some cyber funk going on.
Well, that's what I said. The girl who played Megan was a dancer, so she's a movement. You know, she's would you say that out loud in some of these movies? Like the Silent Hill, all the nurses were dancers, so they can be able to control their body and contort like that. So yeah, Megan
twerk like that, contort like that,
contort.
I'm so glad there wasn't a scene where Megan was fucking twerking. I just felt that. I'm uncomfortable. And then so what if she does that? Because whatever song she starts busting out to in the hallway, like in the office.
Yeah,
that's kind of fucking catchy, man.
I forget what song it was, but
it's like Dark by Night, and then then she hacks the fuck out of that. It's like the Korean boss who was a real jack off.
Kills him, and the.
So how's this work? Then there's like another tech dude. It's like, and she's like, "Why would you murder him like that?" And it's just like,
that's the guy who they were setting up to who was trying to steal the company's secrets for himself to sell to another company.
Oh, he was like the Slugworth.
He was the president's assistant. And he was basically like the Smithers of this movie, and then she kills him in the elevator.
Malibu Megan has a new hat,
and
somebody will get that joke.
But yeah, anyway, so yeah, they are, and then basically at the end they call him, and then there's the big showdown back at the aunt's house.
We gotta introduce this thing like before she started her
college robotics project, which was like the giant
Gemma. It's the motherfucker from Real Steel or whatever.
Real Steel, Iron Giant
has the mech suit or whatever.
Yeah, it's just this big blocky robot thing, and
it's a Rock of Sock'em robot. Let's just call it what it is.
Basically, yeah.
That was hard as fuck when Aunt Gemma's getting choked up by Megan, and like she gets half her face cut off and like part of her weave snatched out or whatever. And then like the little girl comes and it's like, oh, we didn't tell you about the third member of our family, motherfucking Charlie. It puts the mech gloves on. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like,
the mech gloves,
fucking badass. And then that just robot Tom and Jerry like grabs her by the foot and just bam, bam.
Fucking like Hulk Loki's this Megan,
right? We have a Charlie, and then tears it in half, and I'm like, okay, robots aren't humans. They don't need their upper half. That thing's gonna. I can genuinely see the shelf moving.
Oh, you knew she wasn't gonna die. I mean, like, this was like Terminator. Like, in the final scene of Terminator, he gets cut in half. He's just crawling along.
That's scary as shit.
That was scary. That first Terminator. When I kid and saw that, when I saw the Terminator like, crawling down the conveyor belt with his red eyes, like that scared the shit out of me as a kid,
dude. And that creepy fucking cyber synth beat in the original Terminator. I mean, T2 is a better movie. Everybody knows it. But fucking just the original Terminator, I hold it just a little bit above T2 because it's a fucking horror movie.
It really is more horror, yeah.
And then what? So then Auntie starts tearing out all her face, robo giblets or whatever, and then little girl comes for the kill and blow by jamming a screwdriver in her main frame.
Basically, like the main processing core, like where the brain of the robot would be, all that, the motherboard or whatever.
But what I don't get is you yank all her like optic servos out or her eyes. She can't see what the fuck. She's not like Batman or Daredevil rather, where she uses echolocation or anything.
Right.
Pop, drop, lock it. Okay, so she's sassy as fuck.
Yeah.
There's a scene where like, Auntie beats the shit out of her earlier, like wrecks her.
Yeah.
Because she breaks out, or Megan breaks out of the toy factory or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and goes back to Auntie's house and finds her, and it's just like she's dropping some diabolical shit talk, like shit Frieza would say.
Yeah, there's a scene where Megan and the aunt are sitting down at the table, and they're like, "How are we gonna handle this now? Like,
right?
If you get rid of me, or you tell the world about me, I'm gonna do this." And it's like some serious like Dr. Doom evil plot. Like, you can't do anything because I hold all the cards, but if you play nice, I'll act like nothing happens, and you leave me and the girl alone. I will take care of her because we don't need you anymore, Auntie. You can go about your own life, but me and the girl, we're gonna go do our thing.
You know what? That reminds me, in the lab, when they're duking it out, or I mean, the aunt's getting the fucking teeth kicked out of her. Megan straight up is like, look at the pin, because that was a gag earlier on where the aunt's like, Megan, look at this pin, and then fucking sneaks around and pokes like behind her ear, and
the auto, like the emergency shut off switch.
So then the aunt tries that stunt again, and then like fucking Megan just twists her arm off or something, makes her arm out of order, and then so Megan holds this, and it's like, I could stab you in between vertebrae, blink and blump, and that'll leave you paralyzed, and so, you know, then I'll have to fake take care of you, and they can't take the kid away from me. And I'm like, damn, bitch, that's cold.
Yeah, I did love that part. But anyway, yeah, I mean, so basically, the Megan obviously loses, and the big robot gets destroyed. Megan dies, all that gets destroyed, and then the kid and the aunt are like, okay, we're blah blah blah, and they move on. Whatever.
Everything's fine until the series lights up, or the Alexa.
Oh yeah, like they have like their little like
the
Alexa
series.
I don't have a Siri.
I was waiting for the phones to pop up.
Yeah, they have their own version, like a Siri Alexa thing, and Megan has somehow transferred her consciousness into the smart home, like Alexa thingy.
So, what do you think of the scares in this movie?
I thought the scares were pretty predictable, or kind of lacking, but I wasn't necessarily thinking it was going to be that scary of a movie. I was going into it just kind of for a fun time.
Yeah, it was stupid, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Not a lot of gore.
A little more suspense and horror and jump scares. So
I thought it was entertaining.
I did too.
I feel they really should have played up the sass. I mean, I think the problem is they should have gone way more camp with this.
See, I don't. I'm actually glad they didn't, because then basically it would be Chucky. Chucky is all sass and add to one-liners and zingers.
Well, he's a straight up serial killer.
Yeah, I like the fact that she was very cold, calm, and collected, but very calculating. And her when she did have the sass, it was almost like a dark, dry humor, and I think it worked really well. I love the voice actor's performance in this. My thing is, though, here's my question, because I know they've already announced there's going to be a sequel.
Please, yes. And there better be a dance-off in a gay bar. Yes.
Because I was trying to say, does this really even need a sequel? Like, I know everybody's trying to make sequels of everything now.
Who do we even have? What's even a good franchise anymore?
That's what I'm saying. Like, some things don't need a franchise. Just have a really good one and done and be happy with that.
Well, Marshall, I hate to say it, but the 80s slasher era, I mean, it comes back sometimes, but we need to... Just like how we had our 80s slasher icons, we had the Universal monsters. We need something new for today.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good point. I didn't think about it that way, but
it's not about us. It's about our children. Our children's children. They need to see people get murdered.
The problem with that is, though, it's a good point, but most of the, we'll say, characters of modern day horror, like, kind of suck and don't deserve a whole franchise.
I mean, I'm trying to think.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's the Jigsaw
done
thing,
go
but
away.
done,
We're
go
done
away.
With it.
That wasn't Ghostface is still lingering around, but I don't think I have my own opinions on Ghostface. I'm kind of tired of him.
Well, did you see Scream 6?
Yeah, I just watched it the other day. Yeah.
Well, fuck. Let's talk about that for a second. Just briefly. I mean, we don't have to get into a whole thing. We might save that for another thing.
Okay. Okay, we can talk about it before we move on to the other movies. We'll try to do it real briefly. But anyway, we both thought it was pretty fun.
It was stupid. It was fun. I mean, this is something you get together with a couple buddies, get a couple beers, couple buds, and and it's fun.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I liked Megan.
I give it 2 thumbs up. As soon as I got done watching, I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, no, this movie's fucking fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think Megan was fine. I think it was a good, fun movie. So move on. Okay, I wasn't planning on talking about Scream 6, but let's give it a little chat, a little tic-tac. So here's my first thing about Scream.
One more thing.
Oh, okay.
About Megan. God, I'm so bad at this. All right, so I've been seeing a lot in horror movies, these nail guns that don't need to be plugged into CO2 tanks.
Yeah, the magical
Chekhov's nail gun or whatever. So I was kind of researching on it, and I found like a battery-powered one, but wouldn't you need a CO2 tank for that or
You
something?
still have to have something to push out the
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we live in a world of paintball guns and shit like that. And if somebody, and if any of the listeners out there know the fucking facts on this, hit us up at the hotline number. What's that hotline number, Marshall?
7404 suck it.
One more time.
7404 suck it.
If you guys know about like CO2 compressed, you know, canistered nail guns. All right. And I'm done.
Okay.
Yo, when she sandblasted that chick's face off, that was dope. With the
Yes.
power washer.
They used the power washer to.
You could see her Miko. All
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
right, Scream 6.
Scream 6. Okay, I'm getting to the point where Scream, I'm starting to feel Scream the same way I did with like the Saw movies. Like I'm like kind of like, okay, we don't need more of these. It's like I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of over Scream, and I don't know if it's probably not a popular opinion, but I'm just gonna like. Ugh. I just more first of all also.
We need better protagonists.
That you need that, and
I like the Carpenter sisters; they're fine. But the Randy's niece and nephew, the core 4.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of tired of Scream. I never thought the Scream movies were that great, except this first one. The first one was great for its time. I really liked the first one back in like
That's
96.
like groundbreaking.
Yeah, it was. It really did. It changed a lot.
Fuck, I don't think if it was for that, we wouldn't have modern horror.
And
Because we lived through the era of post-Scream clones. Looking at you, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend,
Yeah.
Valentine, so forth,
Yeah.
etc.
yeah, I agree with that. But part of my problem is, I guess I just don't. I get sick of the killer, lack of a better uniform, the killer look in Scream. I don't like Ghostface. I don't think it's scary.
Well, Ghostface likes you, Marshall.
Oh, well, that's sweet of him, but I don't like Ghostface. And when I guess part of me is like when
You're
see,
more
like,
of a RZA guy.
yeah, I'm much more of a RZA genius guy personally. I don't know. It's like you always see like collages and artwork with like all the big franchise. You have Michael and Freddy and Jason, and then yeah, and now you're starting to see like Ghostface being included in theirs, and I'm just like, take that off for me.
I think Ghostface earns his, not Mount Rushmore, but you know, in the Valhalla of slasher icons.
Well, I understand why. I do. I just don't agree with it, and I don't like it. Part of it is, one, I don't think the look is scary. I think I understand why they went with it, because it's supposed to be a very common, anybody could have this, buy it from a Halloween
$5
costume.
and dime.
Anybody can buy it, so it can be anybody. I get that.
Also, the costume was originally going to be white. I'm glad they went away with that.
Well, I guess they were going.
What's that look like?
They were literally going with Ghost, and then they're going to go a little. Was it going to be a little more to KKK?
Yeah,
for
they're
them?
like, no, flip out the palette skew. Yeah, okay, we're good.
But I guess this is maybe another reason why I can see the counter argument,
because it doesn't look like a Klan member. I got you, Marshall.
Yep, that's exactly it. No, it's just the fact that, okay, again, you look at the big ones.
Do you hate
Jason, Michael, Freddy?
Yes.
Always the same person, with the exception of Friday 5 isn't Jason.
I was like, I can poke some holes in that theory right there.
No, but he's always not the same actor, but it's always the
you.
same character, same person. Jason's always Jason, with the exception of 5. And
yeah.
Ghostface, after the first one where there's the two killers, spoiler, it's always somebody else. It's not the same person over. So,
I think that's part of the charm.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm guessing because again, it's everybody. Who's Ghostface this time? Who is it?
It turns it into Scooby-Doo for
it does.
adults.
It's adult Scooby-Doo,
and that's what I love about it.
Okay. I just wish they would have picked worked a little harder on
The killers
outfit.
in this.
The Ghostface killer outfit in general, just wish they worked a little harder. The mask looks goofy to me. It's not scary. The black robes, I'm like, okay, you look like a monk, whatever. It's just, I don't know. I've never really been big on the Ghostface look.
All right. Well, I'll play devil's advocate here. Is it because you like the costume better in Dead by Daylight?
No.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I wasn't even back. Dead by Daylight, yeah, when they brought Ghostface into that, it's fine. I will say, because they had some like creative leadway with that, with the extra costumes. Some of those look really cool. I'll give them that, but you're not going to see them in a movie because like they weren't. You're nobody's going to wear them. So I'm like, but they looked cool with like some of the tassels hanging off and the
Yeah.
straps or the red and the black instead of the white.
Kind of gimped out a little bit.
or like the frosty one that's kind of like icy blue.
You know what?
There were a lot of cool ones and skins, as they call
Nice
skins
variations.
for in Dead by Daylight. But no, I don't like the look. Just is boring to me. It's just a boring look for me for a franchise killer.
Let's jump over here for a second.
Okay.
So you heard they're making a Dead by Daylight movie.
I've heard it's been greenlit, but I have a feeling it's never going to happen.
Okay, Han Solo, I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, to be fair, video game movies barely ever fucking transfer over well. Looking at you, Resident Evil.
And that would be a hard one to transfer because there's so many different characters to pick from as
Right.
killers. Like, are you going to try to make an original killer for the movie, or are you going to pick one or multiple killers from the game? And which one's it going to? It'd have to be the originals because they couldn't use Ghostface or Michael.
So this is what's fucking me up, because the Lego movie has these rights to all these other characters, and that's why you have like Lego Batman's own standout movie and then like all this other shit. So technically, like, if Dead by Daylight owns or is still leasing these characters, then what's stopping them from doing everybody but Jason?
I guess again they would have to
Theoretically speaking.
they would have to get permission from like Capcom or Konami, Capcom, for whoever owns Silent Hill. Said they want to use Pyramid Head. They'd have to get the rights from that.
I think that's Konami.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a
I think it's Konami too.
Cincinnati Jeff is losing.
Yeah,
his
he's
fucking
losing his mind
mind.
right now. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Capcom is
Resident Evil. So Konami then would be, I guess.
Which, by the way, Part 4, the remake just dropped.
Yeah. But like, okay, so you have like the Trapper, where he'd be fine. Use him.
Yeah,
as
he's
killer.
like original.
He is the original killer from the game. He's the game's poster child.
Oh,
Killer.
that mask is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it's a good mask.
It's like a doll shark
Yeah.
with the blackest eyes.
Yeah. Porcelain, kind of the porcelain doll.
It's scary.
It's a good mask. It's a great look. But then you have, okay, you have one killer? Is it multiple killers? How are they going to do it? And don't get me wrong, a few years ago, I was thinking, man, I'd really like to see a Dead by Daylight movie. That was a few years ago. Now I'm like, I don't know how well it would work.
So,
and again, with the rights aspect, we were talking about Legos real quick. That was like a huge multi-million-dollar also Universal family movie that was going to get a big budget and big green light. So the people, let's say like Warner Brothers or DC who own Batman, is like, okay, yeah, you can use it because I know we're going to make money off this.
right.
Dead by Daylight is going to be such a niche little movie. Like, it's not going to have garner the same audience as like the family, like the Lego movies will, with families and kids.
Well,
so won't make as much money for the people to license out their characters because they might not see the end returns on that, the gains at the back end.
So as a pretty big fan of the franchise, the one fucking game. Anyway, so like, what are the quintessential things you'd like to see in the Dead by Daylight game? Just because you have to feed like the Great Beyond.
Yeah, you have to.
Whatever.
Yeah,
you got to have the hooks in there.
They would have to have something with the entity, and you probably have to do, like I said, where you introduce your quote unquote survivors, and it'd probably be like it's one of those things they do, like they open the movie and there's like, or they don't have to open it. They could do it in flashbacks, but you're gonna have to have little vignettes throughout the movie, with like showing each survivor's backstory or somehow, some way of how they entered into the entity's realm and like how they got there, if they're gonna keep it true to the game, and then you're gonna have to. It's gonna be nothing but a cat and mouse hunt, hunt them down movie for the whole movie.
Did you see the
or they skip the entity thing entirely and they just get away from that whole thing because that's confusing. And even in the game, people are like, who's the entity? What's this? Who's this? Who's the watcher? Who's the observer? The observer.
It's just
So they just like, here's some killers, and basically it could be like it would basically be like Bloodlust playing with dolls. We did that a long time ago. You're gonna have the one guy in the control room. You have your survivors running around some island or plot of land, and the killer's just out there wandering around trying to hunt them down. And that's basically what it'd be. And that's it. And we've already seen the movie. It's called Playing with Dolls, Bloodlust. That's basically what it ended up being. You can have the generators, maybe one, like, oh, we have to start this generator to open up this gate.
You at least have to have that. Just
at least one
once.
generator.
Yes.
And the maps or where it takes place, again, could be wherever. You can name it whatever. But I just think it could go, if they're going to go serious with it, they need to pick like one kill. Like, let's say, pick the Trapper and just go with that and like have 4, 5, 6 survivors that he's hunting down. But if you want to go just wacky, like campy, over the top, then you could have like bring like the doctor who's shocking people. You could the nurse flying around, the hag teleporting. You could have some, but if you're gonna do it that way, you better go full on camp cheesy and not serious and like dark, or because it wouldn't work because of the powers of some of these killers have and all that.
Now, I have an idea. Did you ever see, it was like 2001, Fangoria, back when they were producing films, they did this movie called Slashers. And so it's this Japanese game show where you're in a warehouse and it's broken down into zones, and each zone has a killer you got to get past kind of thing. And then you advance to the next zone and there's a different killer. So I say do something like that and throw in an element of Cabin in the Woods. So say like The Great Beyond or The Abyss or whatever. It's a cabin in the woods, like, you know, you have CEO operatives or whatever, you know, working for this, like, we need to make blink, blank, and blunk sacrifices to appease the guys.
The entity,
the entity, or we're all dead.
Yeah.
But maybe we should shut up about that because we're doing Hollywood's job for it. And if anybody listens, then, hell, these two fucking dorks just made us a script.
Yeah. Anyway, back to Scream.
One more thing, I swear to God. Okay, so did you see the Fear Street movies on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So remember how they had different killers kind of going on at the same time? You know, like, oh my God. So, all right, you have Group A getting chased by character B, and then, you know, by Killer 1, and then, you know, Group B, you know, Killer 2, and then they all intersect, so then you have multiple killers, then maybe they switch up dance partners or something.
Yeah, you could. But again, I really think the best bet to do it, at least with like this first one, is just do the trapper. You don't want to do the hillbilly because that's gonna get too much comparisons to Leatherface, who is also in the game too.
Well, how many times have they looking at you, Scream Park?
Yeah. Don't do the hillbilly.
Yeah, Fudge Pack.
Don't do Doctor. Don't do nerd. I would just say stick with the trapper. Do the trapper. He's got the best look for a movie. And honestly, he kind of looks like the fucking killer from Bloodlust Playing with Dolls, who had this weird metal mask with barbed wire all over it. It was an awesome looking mask, very Trapper-esque. So yeah, you don't want, just go watch Play with Lust Dolls and you'll get the same thing. It's Dead by Daylight basically.
Or what if they bring in like the doctor and he's the one chasing him halfway through the movie? They kill him and then the
other killer comes in.
The beyond or the entity's like, you know what? I ain't playing games anymore. Here's the trapper, bitch.
I don't know. The thing is, like, the killer is never killed in the game. You can't kill the killer.
Oh, I know. You can't even fucking fight back.
No. So they'd have to. Yeah, I don't know. I just think you stick with the trapper. Stick with like a group. You'd have to have more than 4 survivors. So you'd have to probably up it up to like 6 or 8 if you want a good body count. If that's what you're going for. If you're going for gore and slat kills, then do that. If you're going for suspense, and so then keep it 4. But that's, you have to really draw things out because that's not much of a body count.
I'd say bring in some NPCs or whatever, like people that are just in the area.
But then you go, do you pick survivors from the game, like the original 4? Do you like Meg, Dwight, Claudette, and
you have to
keep the originals, and then bring, you can add some other ones in there, but
maybe save it for a sequel.
Yeah, if they even got there, yeah.
Right.
Honestly, what they think should do, what they could do, instead of going live action, go animated.
Oh my God, do like a 6-episode.
Do like an animated thing, and each episode could be like 1 killer and 1 group of survivors.
Fuck, that's not bad.
Just do an animated series of it instead of 1 live action movie.
While we're kind of in the realm, I'm gonna blurt this out real quick. Whenever they do a new Friday the 13th, I want to see just the campers from the fucking video game. Just in there for like a fart knuckle, like a newspaper article, and like it shows all of them all fucking dead.
Like Vanessa and Chad.
Oh, especially Top Flight Chad. Who was I playing with? It was like the first when I finally figured out what it was doing. I was getting chased by Jason. I'm Chad, Top Flight Chad. I was all maxed out, running super fast. I just fucking crashed through a window. They're like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, I brought you something. It's like, what? It fucking just bashed through the other window. And then Jason shows up and just hacked the fuck out of everybody. It's like, you motherfucker.
Okay, well, let's take another detour because we're talking about video games now.
Sure, fuck it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre game's coming out soon. How do you feel on that?
I haven't heard shit about it.
I haven't heard a whole lot. I've seen some trailers. I know the bare minimum about it, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I love the people who make it, who made the Friday the 13th movie, which I loved that game.
It's Gun Media and I think Ilphonics.
Yeah, Ilphonic and Gun Media. So I love the game, Friday the 13th game. It had its flaws, but I loved it.
I think that's part of the charm.
So my thing with the Friday Night or Texas Chainsaw game is I'm of course I have to reserve final judgment till I play it, of course, but I don't know how the balancing is going to be, because in Dead by Daylight and Friday the 13th, it's one killer versus a group. Mm-hmm. And Texas, it's going to be 3 killers versus 4 survivors.
No,
and that seems incredibly unbalanced, because the killers always have the upper hand.
Right.
And if you're making 3 of them, they're only outnumbered by 1.
No,
I'm curious to see how they're going to balance that out.
So I think like each killer, and I think you're always going to have to have a Leatherface. You're always going to have like a type blank, and then another kind of character. So like instead of Chop Top, it'd be Drayton, but you always have to have a Leatherface. So and I think like maybe Drayton can only do certain tasks.
Well, each killer has different abilities. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Leatherface is always there, but then you have Chop Top. You have the sheriff guy. The
Sheriff Hoyt.
I think the sheriff dad is in there.
That'd be cool.
And
Renee Zellweger, and she looks like she got squirted in the face with piss.
That might be the 3 characters. There may be some other characters, I don't know, but I know those 3 are the ones I've seen the trailers and the.
I know they're
early release.
So there's the Hitchhiker, there's Drayton, and there's I think I saw Grandpa.
Oh, not Chopped Up. It's the Hitchhiker. Yeah, it's the Hitchhiker. It's from the first movie.
His brother Nebbins.
Yeah, it's the Hitchhiker, Leatherface, and I think the sheriff or something.
And I know they're making up original characters for it, because they're not the Sawyer family in this one. They're the Slaughter family, which is what they were referred to as in the original.
Huh.
They didn't.
I don't know. I'm just curious to see like how it's going to play with instead of a 4 versus 1, it's a 4 versus 3, and that just seems really tilted to the killer side, like really heavily tilted to the killer side.
They've been working on it for a while, so I trust they'll figure out the balance. But what I really want to see is I want to see Drayton's chili cook-off in a place like Cookin' Mama, right? It's like, uh-oh, you added too many hard corn pepper shells. Throw this batch out. Come and get it, Bubba. So Scream 6.
The Scream 6.
Without ruining it, I thought the reveal of the killers, which I won't mention, I was so upset. Cincinnati Jeff and my wonderful girlfriend Pumpkin Ass saw it in theaters, and I was just seething, because I'm just going to tell people this killer is not Stu Macher.
Yeah.
Which they have hinted so many fucking times. It's like, you're a POW, and then the Viacom is just waggling that steak in front of your face. Maybe, why did I go with that analogy?
I don't know.
I went Guantanamo Bay and fucking Viacom.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing with that one.
They dangle it every time, and honestly, when it actually happens, I'm gonna be like, oh, cool. I
don't mind spoiling, because I'm going to talk about it, because the people that turned one, I predicted it. It was so predictable.
Everybody sucked in this movie.
Everybody sucked
except for Kirby. I was so happy to see Kirby back. Kirby was in Scream 4.
Okay.
She's the cheerleader. Save the cheerleader, save the world.
She was.
That's her.
I think Hayden Panettiere was in that.
Yes, sir. Are we talking Scream 6 in New York, or are you thinking Scream 5? The one that just came out in New York? Because I'm not going to say anything.
I thought we were...
It's currently in theaters.
No. I haven't seen the one in theaters. It's streaming.
We're talking Scream 5 then.
I guess it's Scream 5. It's just called Scream.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, I'm glad I didn't blow any spoilers for Scream 6 then, because that would have been a dickhead thing to do. But let's talk about Scream 5.
Okay. I thought that was... Okay. I guess that was 5. I thought 7 was coming out.
Yeah, 5's... Well, there is 7 coming out, but
okay.
We'll get to that.
So which one's... So it's on... I watched it streaming, and I think it's just called Scream. So it's like it's just Scream.
And that is the self-satirical nature of a Scream film.
Okay, we were talking 2 different movies, but still, everything I said about Scream and Ghostface, I still hold dear. But Scream 5 or Scream, that's the one I was thinking we were talking about. And that, it was, again, the killers, very predictable.
Oh my God.
So stupid.
It's old boy, it's dude from The Boys.
Yep, Quaid,
start the reactor.
And this girl who is, it was so... It pissed me off so much, because every time this girl is the smallest character in the movie.
Thank you.
She's tiny. She's like 5'2", but yet every time she's suddenly in the ghost, supposed to be the killer, she's suddenly like 5'8", 6 foot,
6'1",
and she's pushing around like big football
buddy.
player jock guys, and she's
Buddy.
getting them. No, this is such bullshit.
That is my complaint, and you know what? Maybe, okay, suspension of disbelief. Maybe she does an 8-ball and wears some stilettos or something. I don't fucking know, dude. It's bullshit.
Take some PCP.
Right. Okay, dude. Scream 5. I like how they brought in Randy's sister, and then like it's I can't think of her name. It's Chad and Mindy, and they're fucking Randy's nephews and nieces.
Yeah.
So they do bring in Stu Macher a little bit, because remember there's that creepy dude that's way too old to be hanging around the high school with his muscle car, like, you want to fuck, girl?
I don't remember him from the movie, but
Well,
okay.
he's gross. He's the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, and every time I see this dude, I just want to punch a hole in his face because he just.
And then there's Grant. I haven't seen the new one.
We're not talking about that.
But then they do this thing where like, okay, the main girl, she's Billy Loomis's daughter, and she's hallucinating Billy Loomis, seeing him in the mirror, and he's saying, be a killer, kill people. I'm like, why? Why is
Motherfucking
this
Ghost
in here?
Dad! I love
Yeah,
it.
it's Ghost Dad.
It's Ghost Dad.
So like, we're trying to say, is she the killer? Like, no, she's not. It's obvious she's not.
It's a new set of films with the Carpenter sisters.
It's
Jenna Ortega, she can't do anything wrong. I'll even give that Wednesday show a pass, even though I try to watch it. And fucking Luis Guzman in it. He's so good.
really. My wife and I, we watched the Wednesday show.
All of it?
Yeah, we watched all. We
Okay.
We thought it was okay. It was fine. But we actually hated Luis Guzman in that in Wednesday.
Well, I
We
guess
thought he ruined every time he was on screen. Like, we didn't want to watch because like he is not Gomez Adams. This sucks.
Well,
he should not be
if
Gomez Adams.
Think about it. Like, you go back to the OG comics and shit. He's a hideous fucking troglodyte. He's no slick ass motherfucking M. Bison, Raul Julia. And
Okay,
shit.
well then I take it back because I never read like OG comics. I know remember the old TV black and white show and Raul Julia, and like Raul Julia to
Was
me
it
will
John
always
Adams?
be Gomez Adams.
Right.
Raul Julia was Adams.
Pretty dreamy too. So I heard that dude, his eyes were all fucking so bug-eyed and shit. Like, they go out to dinner. Angelica Houston says, like, one time he sneezed and his fucking eye came out like a pug. And then he's like, excuse me, and just tucked his eye, and he's like, I'm going to take my leave. That's pretty fucking chill, because if my eye came out of my fucking head, I'd just be,
I'd lose. I would be. I don't know what fucking.
I'd wear protective goggles until I'm on screen.
Just tape your. I just put permanent duct tape over my eye.
Right.
You
Just
ain't going
draw,
anywhere.
just fucking tape googly eyes, that shit. Okay. And then Jenna Ortega is... Ortega? Is that the sauce? Am I saying that right?
Jenna Ortega.
New York City! No, okay, so... And then she's in Pearl... Or not Pearl, but X. Did you see X?
I want to see X.
All right.
I really want to see that one.
I got
haven't
both
seen
of
it
them
yet.
if you want to borrow them. Do an episode on that. Fuck,
Maybe,
they're
yeah.
fun. Ty West, dude. So she's in that, and she's great.
Wait, where's Scream?
Scream
or Scream 5. Scream.
I mean, this movie, could have been a half an hour shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Too much fucking drama. And I know I jokingly say too much romance, not enough human killing, but too much character development. And I get it. You're introducing new characters for a new a new branch of the franchise, but a lot of fucking snoozers in this.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they finally kill off Dewey,
man, that one hurt.
Yeah.
But he looked like he's that old dog under the porch. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
He was. They had to get him out of his bottle to get in the movie, and man, he got.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a nice reminiscence, like nostalgia. They go back to the original house, from the first movie.
Oh my fucking god, dude! Where's it at? Stu's house. Ron's
Whose
house.
house? I was like, whose
Stu's
house?
house.
Stu's
Say
house.
what?
Say what?
And so, we'll play it. And then, so like they said, they met up on like Killer Reddit or whatever.
Yeah.
Why wasn't Stu orchestrating that? Oh my god.
I didn't care for it that much.
Scream 5 was not my favorite Scream. If honestly, I'd say it's the worst Scream, but Scream 5 is still better than a lot of fucking movies.
Okay, because I'm gonna say, okay, so then scene 6 they bring back Hayden Panettiere. That's where I was confused. Like, she wasn't in Scream 5.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's in the trailer, so I didn't spoil
I
it.
don't remember the trailer.
I am so glad you caught me before that character reveal, or I would have been a real big dickhead.
That's all right. But anyway, so that, I don't know, it was okay, but it was predictable, and I don't think it was the best.
Well,
But honestly, since Scream 1, I can't remember any other Scream movies that I've really liked. I thought that was...
Scream 3?
I don't remember 3 very well.
We gotta rewatch
I remember
this thing.
4 because I remember Hayden Panettiere.
Mm-hmm.
I remember 2 where she goes off to college and Lori Metcalf from Roseanne
Yeah.
was the killer.
You know,
Billy's mom
she's
or
from
Stu's.
around here or
It was,
something. Yeah.
was she Billy's mom or Stu's mom? One of the
Billy's
two.
mom.
She was the killer. I don't really remember 3.
It's so bad, but it's so fun. It's a fucking comedy.
Okay.
And I remember Cincinnati and Jeff and I were talking about how butthurt we were. Like, this is going to be the closure of the trilogy with fucking Rome and it's like, nope, Scream 4 came out. We actually have, there's more of them now. So this was just a bump in the road. So, but honestly, I'm glad there's going to be a Scream 7 and, okay, so Scream 6, the gore I remember was pretty cool. I love how fucking done, I almost said Lori, fucking Sydney is. She walks in the door, she's on the phone, she's just like, fuck you, hangs up. Hey, if you're behind a door, I'm gonna shoot you. What does she do? Bam! Bam! Fucking shoots old boy in the knee and he's like, oh! She's like, what part of, I'm gonna fucking shoot through the door, do you not understand, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
All in all, there's worse things out there.
Yeah, they're definitely worse. It's just, I don't know, I was kind of like,
Shave a half an hour out of it, and I think you would have a decent film.
Yeah. All right, let's go from one S movie to another. Let's talk Smile real quick now.
Oh, boy.
So Smile is another one I was really interested in. I was very intrigued by the commercials and trailers when it a year ago.
Great marketing.
Great marketing. One of the best marketing campaigns for a movie I've ever seen. Even my wife wanted to watch that one. She is not that big in horror, but she's like, I want it. So we watched that one together. But man, it's just,
I saw this movie. I've seen this movie several times before.
It was okay. It was, yeah, let's compare. It's basically like
It Follows.
The Ring and It
Babadook, The Ring.
The Ring and It Follows. I haven't seen Babadook, but so I'm going to say, yeah, it was Ring and It Follows combined. That's basically what this was.
It's goddamn, fuck this movie. It didn't even get quasi entertaining until the end, and with a smidgel of Malignant, but I won't get into that.
I haven't seen it, but I know vaguely what it's about.
It's fun. Let's see. Did James Wan have his dick stamp on this too?
I just have this image of him like rolling his dick in like an ink blotter and then slapping it on like the film or something.
No, surprisingly, James Wan had nothing to do with this. Good on him. So what's this start off? It's this lady psychiatrist.
It's a psychologist or psychiatrist, one of the two.
You know what? And I think this is Kevin Bacon's daughter. Yeah, this chick who looks like Katie Sackhoff is not Katie Sackhoff. It's Kevin Bacon's daughter.
The patient or the psychiatrist?
No, the lead chick with the moles on her face.
That's Kevin Bacon's daughter?
Yeah, what's her name in this?
She's like way older than that.
Well, she's like 30-ish. I mean, look at Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
That man has aged like a fucking fine wine.
Yeah, he has.
Or like a good piece of beef jerky. Either way, I kick it with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was born in 92.
Okay. And so anyway, yeah, she's in, and she, you know, the patient comes in. She's like, I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. I will say, but that was like when the first death or smile happens, it is proper creepy. I will say that
because she takes part of the broken vase and goes from like
she jokers herself almost only on her neck.
Off kilter. Yeah, she goes from her right ear down to like her fucking left clavicle.
Yeah, it's basically like an off-kilter Joker smile she gives herself with this broken piece of pottery or glass or
She's
something.
like, do you want to know how I got this smile? Oh, damn it, I blew it. Can I try again? It's like, nope, sorry.
And it was proper creepy. And she's smiling the whole time, staring at her. It's a creepy smile. It's a great look. But yeah, it was just kind of it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn movie.
With the fucking lamest jump scares. I swear to fuck, there was a toaster jump scare. Like, oh, Pop-Tarts, fuck. Ooh. But yet, this got higher than Megan on the IMDb. This got a 6.6. But no, I hear what you're saying. It had that J-horror kind of feel, like with the pacing of it, which, you know, J-horror is a little slow sometimes, but always keeps you entertained.
And yeah, I mean, I really, without saying much else, it's just basically, yeah, it's like It Follows in the Ring. It just like, so the whole, yeah, basically, I guess, limited amount of time after this, you know, you see someone kill themselves smiling in front of you, then it's your tag, you're it. Exactly. And you have like a limited amount of time before you're going to go nutty and kill yourself smiling in front of somebody else. And basically, the only way to stop it was, we figured this, Jen and I figured this out. We're like, just do this. If you want to stop the curse, you have to kill yourself, but just do it alone. Just go to a room by yourself and kill yourself with nobody else around, and it stops the curse. Because the whole thing is somebody has to watch you die in front of you to pass it on. So if you die with nobody around, the curse would be dead. And granted, she does try to do that, sort of.
By
she goes
fucking off to the old family house.
Yeah, she goes to an old family house, and she tries to draw this thing out, or whatever it is.
And then fucking dipshit's over there. He's like, let me follow you. Oh, shit, I should have, the things you were telling me I should have done.
Yeah. So she ends up fighting this, like, giant demon version of her mother or something that starts chasing around the cabin.
Yeah, I liked it when it was called Coraline.
Was it?
Oh, you ever see Coraline?
I think so.
It's the little CG movie with the like...
The doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, in the other verse, her mom, Terry Hatcher's like the giant, cracked out spider monster version of her.
Okay.
Somebody will get that joke.
So, yeah. So, basically, she fights her mom's demonic weird form.
Yo.
And then burns the house down. And then travels to her ex-boyfriend, now boyfriend's house. And he's like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And
that's right, because A-Train is her fiance. And at the first sight of this bitch is crazy.
He's like, I'm out.
He A-Trains the fuck out.
Yeah,
and then he sees fucking old boy from Scream 6 or Scream 5 holding his girlfriend. Boom! Turns into a blood cloud. And then that's the fucking catalyst for both the killings.
Yeah, Scream 5 and Smile and The Boys all take place in the same universe.
Right, little do we know. All right, so there's one part.
But basically, he goes to the ex-boyfriend's, now new boyfriend's house.
He's a cop.
Who was a cop, and he's like not there, and she gets a phone call, says, you're not there, or some shit like that, and she wakes up back in
These
the family house. It's just like
so lame.
So it was all illusion or hallucination or something.
Bullshit and lazy writing.
Yeah,
That's what
and
I
then
call it.
the cop, new boy toy, ex-boy toy, new boy toy walks in, finds her standing in the corner, all Blair Witch style, kind of after she's doused herself in gasoline. She stands there with the
Talk
big,
about a hot date.
the creepy big smile on her face, and sets herself on fire in front of the cop, thus spreading the curse to the cop now, and that's how the movie ends. Spoilers.
Yeah,
but
you know what? We just saved you like 2 hours. And also, why the fuck was this movie almost 2 hours long?
Yeah, did not need to be that long.
All right.
At all.
So we just reviewed, I swear to God, this carries over. We just did the Purge Anarchy over on the Here Comes the Spooky podcast, your second favorite podcast, starring Cincinnati Jeff and Nachos McWerewolf. All right, and there's a character named Shane in that. And
I'm sorry, I just want starring who? Who's the star?
Cincinnati Jeff.
Jeff.
he got such a squee boner last time you played that. So there is this, I guess we're not that fucking white, but it's a flannel plaid shirt, button all the way up, and then like the Michael J. Fox fucking life preserver jacket thing.
Yeah.
The dude's wearing it in fucking The Purge, and then the douchebag brother-in-law's wearing it in this. Or because he's got this sister who's like super PTA Karen.
Oh yeah.
She's about a stupid bitch, and because then that's where we get the line. Oh, we'll just sell the family house, and it's like, who the fuck are you selling that house to?
Yeah,
squatters.
Yeah, because it's run down. At one point they say just sell it, knock it down, and sell the land. Is
yes.
basically what they just get around to it. No one's because the house is dilapidated. You just tear it down and sell the land.
This movie showed promise in one part and one part alone, and then I'm like, all right, dude, you fucking hooked me. The cat goes missing, and then it's his nephew's birthday.
Yep. Oh, I thank you, sir.
Hey, no problem. I'm gonna beat those manners in me. And then so the little kid's like, oh, it's Thomas the Tank Engine, but it's like Dewey the Dank Engine or whatever the fuck. And he cracks the box open, and it's the dead cat.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped what I was doing, and I was like, hell yeah! This movie just got there! And then everybody's fucking freaking out. Unfortunately, this movie does not hit that plateau ever again.
Yeah.
That was kind of it.
It had some promise, and it had some good, proper creepiness with because the smiling people, I don't know if they CGI'd the smiles and make them look bigger than they should be.
Ooh,
but
maybe jacked up a prosthetic notch.
Yeah, but it is proper creepy that when they're staring at you and doing the smile. I'll give it that. But overall, yeah, I was I was overall kind of disappointed with this one, and I don't think I'd ever watch it again.
No, it's a one and done for me.
Yeah.
It feels like some shitty creepy pasta.
And I'm sure they're gonna make a sequel of this one too.
But why?
Yeah, again, why? They don't need to.
You ever watch somebody's, like in real life, just watch somebody's smile die on their face? Did that get weird? Did I make it weird?
No.
Like you just, it's that not. That's from that movie you haven't seen yet. It just smile and then like. Just it kind of like you could see they're still trying to fight it in the corners kind of thing, and then it's just like, yeah, that's weird, man. Who would bring that up?
I don't know, some
psycho.
weirdo. Yeah. All right. So moving on, we talked about Smile, we talked about Megan, we talked about Scream now. Let's see what else. We want to touch base on. You want to talk
Black Phone?
Black Phone. That was the other one. Black Phone.
Barbarian too, but we'll do that.
We'll get to Barbarian if we get to Barbarian. But Black Phone is the other one. I watched that one this morning. I was able to squeeze that in.
Man, I'm glad you did.
Well,
I'm just right now big fan.
Big fan of it.
I could tell it was from the dude that did Sinister. I absolutely fucking adore Sinister. I think that's one of the best horror movies in the past 15 years.
I gotta go back and watch it because I won't lie. I think I got Sinister and Insidious mixed up.
Well,
now I can't remember.
One's PG-13 and a lame ripoff of The Conjuring, and one's a competent, actually scary movie. Skip the sequel.
Okay. I know I saw Sinister. Did that have a?
It's Bagul.
Did that have Carrie Yuli's in it?
No, that's
There was one horror movie I thought he was in.
I
remember some screen. I had this
I know
memory.
he's in a Saw flick for sure.
Yeah, but no, I
Fuck, a
thought I
couple.
remember having him in some horror movie where he's sitting at a computer screen and or something, and then behind him like this face or something pops, a demonic face pops up. I thought that was Sinister.
It's Ethan Hawke. He's in the first Sinister.
Okay, maybe it's Ethan Hawke then.
And there's a lot of shit like that, but yeah, Black Phone, man. So this was based off of Joe Hill, aka Joe King, Stephen King's kid.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we got Ethan Hawke back again, and I love it because this is like a big fat love letter, to Sinister pretty much, because we get Deputy So and So who played. Did you see the second It movie?
I haven't seen the new the new ones.
Okay, back to what you were saying with the fucking the MVPs of horror and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Every time those Leatherface, they'll throw Pennywise in there. I'm like,
Yep.
get the fuck out! No,
Yep.
no, you get to sit at the kids' table.
I agree. And here's and
even Chucky's at the fucking.
I'll almost give Chucky up there.
Oh,
he's
hell
80s
yeah,
fat.
he earned it.
He earned it. I'll give Chucky.
Don't make me
Here's
sit at
another
the
one
kids'
that I
table.
don't agree with.
All right, what you got?
That I see all the time. And I think it's just because they're trying to get every character they possibly can. But I even have a shirt. My wife got me the shirt. I love it. It's got like Freddy, Jason, their mask. It's like a Hawaiian shirt with like Freddy, Jason,
That sounds
and
fucking
Michael,
so fun.
I think. But then they have fucking Hannibal Lecter on there.
Nope.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I respect the man, but no.
I respect,
you have
no.
Hellraiser, or
Pinhead.
Normal Head,
Normal Head, yeah.
or you have Candyman, which Candyman needs love. There needs to be a brother up in that shit.
Yeah,
He's 4 movies strong.
Pinhead should have been on there. Tangent before we get back to Black Phone. I do not.
Oh, why's it got to be a Black Phone, Marshall?
I don't think. I don't know, because ghetto and broken down doesn't work.
That's a hot take.
I'm sorry. I need to edit that one out. That was bad. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
What about white people though? See, Black Phone was cool, but I like the prequel White Answering Machine a little better.
No, but okay. So Hannibal Lecter, the whole movie, Silence of the Lambs.
I love it.
It's a good movie, but it's not a horror movie. It's not horror. It's a suspense thriller.
Okay, and
it's
Get
not
Out,
horror.
And Get Out was just a comedy. I'm sorry, no. It's because the motherfuckers at Oscarland or whatever won't admit that horror movies are horror movies. Silence of the Lambs is a fucking horror movie. He eats a dude. A dude makes a fucking bodysuit.
You think you consider Silence of the Lambs a horror movie?
Dead fucking serious. Yeah, if we had like a list of movies like Jurassic Park, is it a horror movie? There's horror shit in it, but all in all, I wouldn't say it's a horror movie. Like, Silence of the Lambs is a fucking horror movie, dude.
I disagree. I do not consider it a horror movie.
CIA agent fucking talks to a serial killer to catch another serial killer?
That's not a horror movie to me. It's not. It was never. I never found it scary. to me, it's a suspense thriller.
You
It's
know-
along the lines of Along Came a Spider or Kiss the Girls.
I think those are a little too actiony. I don't know. So is Aliens a horror film?
Aliens? No.
No, Alien. Yes.
Alien? Probably yes. Aliens? No.
I don't know, man.
I don't consider it a horror movie. It's
There's your
suspense
next
killer.
poll. Is it a horror film?
Yeah, that's what we should do.
I don't know, man. I'm sticking to it because if
No, that's fair enough. Because that's what I want. It was a debate. Because like I don't think it is. I don't think Hannibal Lecter deserves to be mentioned in the same names, same sentence with like Jason, Michael, Freddy, Chucky.
he's in a different.
He shouldn't be in
thing.
those collages of all these iconic serial killers. No.
And plus,
Doesn't.
I don't want him to come to dinner. He's gonna bring me some weird shit and be like,
Flava beans.
"Oh, it's the Meta Man's testicles." It's like, God damn it, Lecter. No, I get Freddy bringing a soul pizza. That's fine, but fuck off. And Mike brought pumpkin pie. Shocker. You know, he doesn't know how to fucking make it because he can read at the level of.
Would
not
Jason
just
bring
McWerewolf.
s'mores, you think?
No, he just bring whatever he looted from the counselors and just like, and then you have to make it. But you know what? It's the thought that it's the thought that counts. And you tell him he's wrong. Candyman's gonna bring some fucking like bomb ass.
Candy corn.
No, he's a Lothario, so he's gonna bring the little Valentine
No.
hearts mixed with candy
It's
corn.
bees. He's gonna bring those like honey bits or what bits of honey?
Honeycomb.
No, that's a cereal.
Oh, honey.
Bit of honey.
Oh,
He's bringing bit of honey.
dude, yes. All right. No, he's gonna bring you like naturally organic, homegrown honey. He'd be like, "Yes, it's from around these parts. It's dude, it's fucking fire. I brought sweets for the sweet." You see that new Candyman?
Yeah, I saw it with you in the theaters.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
I didn't.
Fuck you. I mean, I should say Candyman or Star Crunch Men.
All right, back to Black Phone.
Back to Black.
Back to Black.
I loved it.
You loved it?
I thought it was pretty cool. Ethan Hawke, creepy as fuck. That mask is gross.
Mask is great.
I
Mask
mean,
was good.
Can we talk about just the ultimate red flag? Wow, it is a red van. I'm sorry, a black van.
No
and then
windows.
you see this fucking bukkake magician pop out with
Yeah.
with fucking Pennywise's homework. And so he's just going to throw balloons at you and lasso your ass into the fucking rape van.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. But you know what? I really enjoyed how they portrayed kids in the 1970s. Like that kid, that little girl,
I was
gets
trying
like
to.
kicked
I
in the
was trying to
head.
tell if she was in this, if it's 70s or late 60s.
I'm gonna go. Oh, you know what? I'll go mid 70s to early 80s. That's my take.
I don't think it was 80s because the one kid. Now, granted, we don't know when he died, but the one of the kids in the phone says that his dad died in Vietnam.
Well,
Robin, the kid Robin, he's like, my dad never left anybody behind. I'm not leaving you behind. He died in Nam. So if he died in Nam, that means that kid hadn't been born before Nam, which would have been early 60s or late 50s. And then, so it had to be like,
yeah, I'm not too keen. I'm not the history guy here.
well, Vietnam was like 62, 63, somewhere around there, 64.
Well, I didn't die in Vietnam, so you could talk shit on this movie on the podcast. No, I mean, I did not die in Vietnam.
Yeah, it's obvious you did not.
Uh,
You're a goddamn hero.
thank you for your service.
Thanks for your service. Sorry, Dad.
So you know what? Yeah, let's chalk this in at, let's say, mid 70s. That's safe.
I would say I'd lean more early 70s, but yeah.
Well, if any of our listeners out there,
I'll say 68 to 72, somewhere in that range.
Price is Right rules without going over. Don't blow your load.
So, it was interesting. It was it was a slow burn movie.
Oh,
I was not expecting the whole psychic sister angle that was going on. That was a bit weird.
yo, that dad was a fucking dickhead.
Dude, I did not like
He
that.
tried to beat the crazy out because mom was crazy, and that's why she offed herself or got locked up or
Yeah,
something.
but he seemed to be okay with that. Because he kept saying, "You're not my mom. I loved your mother. The mother was great. She saw this, but she was fine." It's like he loved the mom the way it is, but how dare the daughter be like her? I don't know. It was weird. I didn't get it. That was something I did not get. And I didn't like the dad being that abusive and asshole for really not enough any
Buddy,
reason.
okay, that's why it was like the 70s and shit.
Because if they would have said something like, not this movie need to be any longer than it already was, but there was no real background or explanation why the father was such an abusive, drunken asshole. Unless you again,
that was the thing. Like, did you ever see Bill Burr has that show F is for Family?
Yeah, the animated one.
Yeah,
Years and years ago.
That's pretty good. But like, no, dude, like my grandpa would come home. Like, it just beat the shit out of my dad and kind of thing. I mean, sorry, not on a very special episode.
This is about to turn into an after-school special.
No, dude, like 1950s fucking Mad Men. You just come home and you're like in your business suit, and like if your wife isn't standing there with a glass of scotch or whatever, you just beat the shit out of your wife and your kids and kick your fucking dog up on the roof or whatever.
And then you tell her to go make you dinner while you go sit and smoke your cigar.
Yeah,
in the
or
living room
your
with your
fucking
scotch.
pipe, put your feet up. That dog better bring you that fucking newspaper. And I'm not for that. That's not for me. I mean, like, why beat somebody if you know you can? That's just, there's no fun in that. And also, like,
there's no challenge in that.
Yeah, don't hit your spouses or significant others or whatever. On a very special episode of The Horrible Horror. But no, that was just a thing. Like, you just go and beat the shit out of your kids. Like, fuck being positive. It's just like, beat your kids.
Yeah.
I'm glad my parents are cool.
I mean, that's one thing, but the psychic sister was really weird. Like, I didn't understand. That was a weird angle.
He was probably just trying to beat the crazy out of her.
Maybe.
At least he wasn't fucking her like old boy from fucking It.
Yeah, that's good.
Now you're disturbed after all the horrible shit we've said so far. This is...
So basically, the premise is the main character, the brother of the psychic sister, gets kidnapped by the Grabber, who is the name, that real genius name for the villain, the Grabber.
You know what?
And locked in a basement room.
It sounds like the Grabber sounds like one of those like little rubber muscle figures. Like,
yeah, the little muscle man.
The Grabber,
or something you're gonna see on like at 2:00 in the morning, like
infomercial
like that.
Oh, because you're old and in a wheelchair. You can't get the shit off the top shelf. It's the Grabber.
Have you tried to pick up your pills and have this and
oh, and it's a black and white.
Yeah.
Well, now with the Grabber, and she's like, I can grab my grandson's butt cheek.
Have you tried to kidnap kids from your van and be all like, blah!
And then just like the back of the van opens and the kids run out. He's like, oh!
Well, now with the Grabber, you can kidnap all the kids you want.
And then it's just the van in color driving down the street with like kids screaming in the back window. And then at the stop sign, the Grabber just like looks at the camera, big thumbs up.
And you get like the CGI little sparkle hits off his smiling tooth. The ting.
See, we have made poor life decisions, my friend. We should be in marketing.
100%.
Or kidnapping kids.
So the phone in the basement, it basically is like a supernatural. He keeps it like the Grabber's like, it doesn't work. But the kid receives incoming calls on it from the ghosts of the previous dead kids.
The victims.
The previous victims.
Because how long do you think the Grabber's been at this?
Well, he's killed, like 4 or 5 already, but it doesn't ever. It's been. I don't think it's been at very long, because all the missing kid flyers are like still up around. It's not like there's like 3 years ago, 5 years. Like there's a flyer for the Asian kid, the baseball player, on there that day as the kid.
I thought he was like Native American. You would know better. You've seen it much more recent than I have.
I thought he was Asian, but it does whatever. Maybe name it.
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
I get it. All those Asians look alike, Marshall.
But so the flyer for him was like there as the kid's walking home from school. Like, oh look, that's Bruce. There he is. And then there's like other flyers for other kids.
What was?
So I don't think it's been going on like for like tens or like a decade or more,
right.
2 decades. I think it's like probably within the last year and a half, 2 years, maybe.
They must live in fucking Mayberry
because when you look at the other kids, the flashbacks for Vince, the badass who was playing pinball.
Oh,
it's still the same time period.
It's Bobby Budnick.
I was gonna say the kid from like the young version of the girl's brother from Stranger Things.
Oh, I didn't watch it, but I know you're talking about.
He was the lifeguard with the curly mullet. Bobby? What's his name?
He's the dude with like the hell skin.
No, not him. It was the redhead's older stepbrother, who was the lifeguard. Who had a curly mullet, the mustache.
I didn't watch it, bud.
All right, you didn't watch Stranger Things?
No, I watched the first episode, and I called how the entire first season was going to go down. It did. And
All right,
I'm
anyway,
like, I'm out.
It's like a younger version of that guy, and
Check out Summer
he
64.
kicks the ass of all the people in the quick shop, and he gets arrested.
Yo, so he's like
But I'm
Kelly.
saying that flashback is the same time period as the present day, so it can't be that long of a gap that he's been doing this for.
Well, hold up, man, because he's pulling a full-on Tommy at that fucking
The
pinball machine.
Yeah.
And then, like, is he listening to Rush or am I smoking an 8-ball?
I don't remember. He didn't have headphones on. It might have just been playing like just the
Okay.
soundtrack. He didn't have headphones.
You know
on.
what? I want to see him and the deputy from the new Halloween movies in a pinball off. But they're playing
No.
the Halloween.
I want to see that kid
yes.
and Nicolas Cage in a pinball off from.
Oh, there's our
One Night at
trifecta
Willie's.
right there.
Yeah, One Night at Willie's, One Night at Five Nights at Freddy's.
See, you know
Willy's
exactly
Wonderland.
right. That One Night Willie's. Whoa, boy!
Here comes
Also-
Zeta with the jaws
Also-
of death. He shoots
Also
out-
starring Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I just need the money. Holy shit, dude! Have you seen the trailer for this movie Renfield?
Mm-mm.
All right.
I've heard of it. I've seen, but I know he's in it, but I haven't seen any of the trailers for it.
So the deal is, it's the kid who played Beast and who was in Mad Max and Warm Bodies and shit.
Wait, the kid who played Beast, Kelsey Grammer?
No, I said kid.
Yeah, but what kid played Beast?
I don't know. Like, did you see First Class or any of the ones with the younger
Oh,
person?
that kid. Okay, yeah.
So it's him, and he's Rinsfield. Rinsfield.
Rensfeld.
All right, thank you.
Rensfield?
Good flex. No, I mean you would know. And so he has to like go around and get Dracula food and shit. I don't want to know all the deets, but anyway, so it's like Nicolas Cage is fucking Dracula, and he better chew up that fucking scenery so hard.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Nicolas Cage could do comedy if he knows it or not.
Yeah. Whether it's intentional or not. he can do
Right.
that.
He's like, I'm just coming at it because I got to pay off a T-Rex skull. It's like, what are you, fucking John Hammond from Jurassic Park? Jesus
Or
Christ.
Vince McMahon.
Did he have one too?
He has a
Yeah,
T-Rex
it was
skull in
in
his office.
That's right.
In his office.
Probably not anymore. Ooh.
No, it might not be his office anymore, but I'm sure the T-Rex skull is still hanging up on that red wall.
They actually built the office around the T-Rex skull.
Yeah.
Because now that building's full of Dino DNA. Black phone.
Black phone. So yeah, the ghosts or spirits of the previous victims kind of help.
Did you
this
just say
kid escape.
ghost?
Go.
Let's burn down through the ghosts. So we got Ace baseball swinger, and he's like, he says some cool shit.
That's Bruce,
Bruce, my
the
bad.
Asian, maybe Native American guy.
That guy. And he says something cool. He's like, you got
Your
a
arm
real...
is mint. Your arm is mint.
Thank
Your
you,
arm is
Marshall.
mint.
Thank you. All right, and then so I guess he got abducted like a week or three prior.
Yeah,
He
like
was
a week or two ago. He was the most recent.
Okay, and then after that, there's Pinball Wizard.
No, he was the last one.
Okay, so like
So
the
he
first
might have been
one.
the first one.
Okay,
then.
all right. And
But he's
then,
the last one we hear from.
And then there's like a little sickly kid who kind of reminds me of Georgie.
No,
from...
he couldn't have been the first one.
What am I? You know,
So
I got
the
internet
baseball
right
guy
here,
he was the first one we see on the phone. But then there's Robin, the badass who kicks the bully's ass,
dude.
and like who the main character is kind of tutoring. He gets abducted at some point as well. So these abductions are going down like had to be within days or just weeks of each other. So yeah, Robin, the badass fighter kid, he gets taken. Bruce, the baseball player. Then there's Vince, the punk pinball playing kid, the punk, and then there's the paperboy. Then there's just the random paperboy guy. We don't.
I'm
really
an
know his name.
asshole. Bruce is Asian as fuck. His last name is Yamamata.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's Asian.
Say it a little meaner.
He's Asian.
No. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Whoa, Marsh, calm down.
No.
This is a family podcast.
And then there's like the random paperboy one who we don't really know who he was.
Why don't they give me a list? I'm not watching a fucking video. Jesus Christ.
So there's 5 total victims
All right,
that he
so
talks to.
We got Finney, the protagonist.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't need to go through all that.
We got Bruce, the baseball rival.
Mm-hmm.
We have Billy, the paperboy.
Mm-hmm.
We have Griffith, the escape artist, who I think like dug a hole through the other wall. We have Vance, the bully.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, the best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Colonel Mustard in the observatory with a candlestick.
Yeah. So each of them gives
Hi,
helps
Sarah.
out Finn in slightly different ways and blah blah blah. And eventually he overcomes and he escapes. He kills
It's like
Ethan Hawke.
It's like they take the knowledge from each of the prior victim, like, you could pull that grate off, blah, 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 blah. So Finney, the protagonist, takes the knowledge and combines it in his head like
Voltron.
motherfucking Voltron.
It's like Spirit Thoughts Voltron? I don't know.
It's like the end of Bro Dude Party Massacre 3.
Anyway, so yeah, it happened. And he gets he sets a trap,
The
a booby
grabber.
trap down there.
So straight up, the grabber is like, he pulls an Uncle Stepdad Terry, like he's asleep with beer cans around him and his shirt off. It's like, don't go upstairs, dude. Don't open that door. He's gonna act like he's asleep and he's gonna beat the fuck out of you with that belt because you drank his Mountain Dew when he was at the dog track. And then so he almost gets out a couple times. I think my favorite part is the fucking cokehead brother.
Oh yeah.
Because he's Deputy So-and-so from the Sinister films.
Oh okay.
And I love how, like, even he's speculating. He's like, yo, man, I think the fucking grabber is... And, like, he's so close to narking out his own brother, but he doesn't. I think he calls the cops on him at one point or something.
No.
And I think
No.
the big reveal is it's not in the grabber's house. It's the abandoned house across the street.
Yeah, the grabber owns two homes. The one across the street
Must be nice.
Home prices back in the 60s and 70s were so much cheaper. But yeah,
point,
so the
good
grabber
point.
owns two homes. The house that the psychic sister keeps seeing, which is the one across the street, which she leads cops
The
to.
numbers are flipped backwards or something.
No, the numbers are correct. It's just she takes him to that house, and that's where he would bury the bodies in the basement, like Jeffrey Dahmer style or something. Just bury him in the dirt basement.
I think that's more of a John Wayne Gacy thing.
That's right. It's Gacy. Dahmer. Yeah, Gacy. Thank you.
Sorry, not to...
So he buried him in the house across the street, but he would torture them or kill them in his house.
Oh, he just having some fun.
He's just having some fun, yeah. But yeah, at one point the brother of the grabber figures it out and goes down to rescue Finn, and he's like, then he gets murdered by his brother. The grabber gives him an axe in the back of the head.
Yeah, he does.
All like Lizzie Borden style, kills his own brother.
One and done, though.
Yeah. And then there's a showdown with, Finn and the grabber, and Finn ends up winning.
He
thanks to
sets
his
up, like,
booby trap.
Rune Goldberg device fucking traps and shit. So, like, one is feed the dog a poison steak, and the other is, like, dig a hole in the floor, put the vent there so when you fall and you crack your ankle, put, like, a bunch of turds in the phone so you can talk shit. Wait,
Yeah.
what? No, maybe not that
Yeah,
part.
yeah, Vince the badass, or was it Rob? No, it was Robin, tells him on the phone to take the receiver, unscrew it, and then pack it full of dirt so it gives it extra heft, and then teaches him how to like fight with this phone
It's
receiver.
like step 2 steps back, fucking bob to the left,
Like
fucking uppercut.
step back, step forward, step back, swing, or something like
And
that.
then
Yeah.
fucking coaches in the corner going, blah, 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 join Nintendo Power.
Yeah. Then Mac is little, you see he's running behind the guy on the bicycle.
Man, I saw the best pin. It's done. It's like, so it's the Mike Tyson's Punch Out ring, and then it's like Mario's on the side, but it's Jason punching the head off of Julius from Friday the 13th Part 8. And I'm like, I kind of want that. And there's a variant where he's the NES colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got to figure out who does that.
That's really cool.
Oh, I love some fun enamel pins.
So yeah, Black Bolt. It was a slow burn, long. It's a longer movie. It's like an hour 45 minutes.
Great payoff.
But it was good.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. The guy that did Sinister, Stephen King's kid.
I guess I didn't know what to expect from it going in. I didn't fully expect it to be a slasher, and it's certainly not.
No.
It's almost more supernatural thriller, really, than I don't know if it's pure on horror, because it's not like jump scares or anything like that. It's more
I think there's like 1 or 2 jump
maybe
scares.
at best, but not many.
It was just a well-written, well-balanced film.
It's just a good story. Yeah, it's a good
I'd
story.
recommend it.
Yeah, it's a little long, but it was fine. It was okay.
Slow burn, good payoff, likable characters, except for the dad. But even at the end, he's like, "Okay, I'll quit being a piece of shit." Because I think the kid straight up flexes on him. He's like, "Look, you old cocksucker, I'm gonna fucking break your jaw if you blah 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 blah," or something like that. Maybe that was the stepdad Terry cut. You drink my Diet Code Red one more time, you old piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking
right.
take a cheese grater to your live tattoo.
Jesus. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's talk one more. We'll cover Barbarian real quick. You brought that one up. Barbarian,
buddy.
So it's been a while since I watched this. I watched this. It is months ago since I've seen this movie, but I do remember it.
So did you come at it clean slate?
I did come out clean slate.
Same. I lucked out so fucking hard because I heard all this rumbling about it.
I remember the commercials for it, the trailer, but it's one of those like. They never showed the movie. It was one of those commercials where they just show the audience screaming in like night vision.
That's the way it should be.
And that's how, like it's the scariest movie of all time.
How you doing?
About half a beer left.
Okay, well you can have that. All right. So Barbarian starts out. It's this chick in Detroit, which
you already know you're fucking.
Why the
Detroit.
fuck are you getting an Airbnb?
Why are you getting a B&B Airbnb in Detroit?
Hey, why are you in Detroit? You're not the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
You're not fucking Eminem.
No.
Your hands aren't sweaty. You're not talking about fucking mom spaghetti. Get the fuck out. You're not the Detroit Lions. Just go.
Yeah. I think we have a whole out room talk. We got East St. Louis like 20 minutes away.
Hey, man. No, dead serious. You go to a different state, people like, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm St. Louis, kind of Illinois kind of shit. They're like, yo, you by East St.? I was like, yeah. They're like, don't fuck with him. And I was like, yo, I saw.
I guess you can do that. Dude, I grew up in East St. Louis. You don't fuck with me.
Oh, you don't even do the flex. You just drop that knowledge and then be like, yo, I saw a fucking baby on the side of the road shooting up. Call me a faggot. I was like, what? Baby, you need to calm down. Anyway, dude, so this is Uggy Detroit, and this chick rolls up because I guess she's got a job interview, and then so
yeah,
she ends up. I guess this was I don't know how fucking Airbnbs work. I sleep on people's couches. I'm homeless. So and then Skarsgård, it from Skarsgård shows up and he's red flag so hard. He's playing Captain Nice Guy like, well, I'm not leaving because my stuff's here.
Well,
you
the
should
thing
come
was
in.
they were apparently they were double booked was the thing. He didn't just show up. The Airbnb was mistakenly or intentionally whatever, but it was double booked. They both had reservations for the same night.
Right. And then so she comes in, she's like, look, I'm not, he's like, oh, I'm gonna help you get a hotel. He's like, nice guy, you're trying really hard, I get it. And then like he's doing like, look, I'll sleep on the couch if you want to sleep in my room. There's a lock on the door, and look, I poured us some wine. And hey, motherfucker, just don't take drinks that you didn't watch somebody make. By the way, do you want some of this?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I got my beer.
Damn it.
Because I don't know what's in there. I don't know what you put in that.
It's a good time. That's what it is. Well, I'm awake, but my butthole's asleep.
I'm gonna wake up. My ass has to be off. My asshole's gonna be hurting.
I'm gonna be walking like a cowboy, and my fucking butthole's gonna look like a cherry ring. Anyway, and then so like just red flag after red flag after red flag.
Or red herring.
No doubt. So Skarsgård does not kill this chick, and then like so she goes to her job interview the next day, and then she gets to look at the neighborhood where she's in.
Because she comes in at night. When she arrives at night, she can't see the neighborhood.
And this looks like
East St. Louis.
I was gonna say one of those like Nevada test villages that got fucking nuked out. But hey, man, you're not too far off.
Yeah.
And then so even the lady's like, holy fucking shit, don't stay there. Are you fucking stupid? That's Crackhead Alley. I don't fucking know. And so she rolls up to the house, and then she pulls.
Which most of the house they're saying is been like redone. It's all modified. They redid it. It's like it's a very nicely well kept, nice home.
It's like a gold tooth and a meth mouth.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, where'd that come from? And so this lady plays White Chick 101 because there's this dilapidated black dude screaming. It's like she gets out of the car, and this dude just. I love how it's framed because you see this dude coming from afar and he's full speed.
He's like, "Slay, don't go in there, don't go in there, don't."
No, but it's like unaudible crackhead
she's
rambling.
Not white, though. Isn't she black too?
Yeah, but she's a lot whiter than he is.
She's the white black.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like a mocha, and he's like a Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
And then so she's just like, oh
Jesus
no,
Christ.
because this dude's running like fucking Nina Hyena from Roger Rabbit full speed. She's like, fuck this. She gets in the house, and then she kind of spies out that like doors are opening and shit. She goes to the basement. She's fucking around, and she finds a trap door. a secret hallway which goes down into fucking an Epstein Island deluxe room.
Yeah, it's just the
Bloody
catacombs.
mattress.
It's like the catacombs under the, French churches and all that shit. It's
Well, she finds the basement, then she finds the basement's basement.
yeah.
And then so like, I'm gonna skip a couple parts, and so anyway, like Skarsgård shows up, and he's like, I'm gonna go down and see what's up, and so like,
I thought he was like, no, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here.
yeah, but that wouldn't make a good movie. So, ow. I don't
know. I don't remember that part. But she sees him basically get grabbed by
Get got.
something and get pulled back into the darkness, screaming.
So yeah, they're going through like it's going down. God damn, it's like some Resident Evil underground tunnel shit.
Yeah, it's like it is.
So like the first little part she sees, because I think she has like a shitty little flashlight or the cell phone or whatever.
Phone, yeah.
And she sees all these cages and stuff. And
she
that
sees
is
cages
not a good.
Yeah, that's again sign one. You see that? Just leave. Why go further? You just leave. Just leave.
Curiosity killed the cat named Mustache.
And everybody else.
And you.
Then you.
And
like, seriously, go get help. If you're worried about it, the best thing to do is just go. She was smart enough though that she did always
Prop the
she
door
turned
open.
the light on in the basement and propped the door open. So the light from the basement was shining down the catacomb heart.
Carol Ann, come towards the light.
Yeah, and then she always propped open the door, blocked it so it could never shut fully behind her.
Right.
So she was smart about that. But bitch, when you see fucking cages down there,
How about
and you see Mustache Skarsgård, whatever, get dragged away.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
running
leave.
at her full speed. This kind of what fucked me up. He goes, run that way. Like,
Yeah.
towards the Big Mama. Big Mama's house. Oh my God. And then so like,
So at this point, I don't feel bad for him. Like, you bitch, you had the red flags. You
she
should have
took
gone.
a big old sauce of stupid bitch-itis.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, cheers.
Cheers. All right, we'll do a shout to Spooky Tuesday. Dumb bitch of the movie is right here.
Oh boy.
You see that? You run. You don't keep going. You run.
Now, I'm an inquisitive person by nature, and I like to find answers to things, and no.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Bye. So then Skarsgård comes out, and he's like, get the fuck out! And then you just see, like, this crack goblin Hulk hand come out and just fucking crack his head open like a coconut. Is that you or me?
That's me. Don't worry about it.
All right. And then so we see Unga Bunga Mama, dude, and she is rough.
Yes.
She looks like...
Oh, and she's like fully naked too. And she's like giant. She's like 8 feet tall or something like that. And all just
She looks like...
distorted, but she's got like floppy tits bouncing
Oh
around.
my God, those tits were out of control. And you know what? I'm surprised she didn't have like that He-Man loincloth but pubes.
Yeah, I was waiting for that too. Like a giant overgrown jungle down there.
She kind of looked like, I don't want to say Lisa Trevor from the Resident Evil film or remake, and I guess that last film, but it's kind of there. She kind of looked like a.
I have yet
ghouly-
to see that.
Oh, I heard it was bad. I heard it
I
was
heard
good.
everybody said it was bad, so I never got around watching it. Cincinnati Jeff's like, don't watch it. Because I was all excited. The Raccoon City remake one, but they actually had the characters. Like, okay, cool. And then it sucks. It's terrible. So I never did get around to watching it. Did not know they had
Motherfucker, we
Lisa
watched a
Trevor in it.
movie called Night of the Dribblers, and you can't. Well, actually, it's a beloved franchise. Marshall, I don't think we're ever going to get a proper Resident Evil.
Did you just
movie.
say Resident Evil was a beloved franchise?
The video games?
Okay, I was about to slap you.
Yeah, no,
I was
would've-
about to slap you.
I would have like, right here. Like the first movie's okay. The second one is Power Rangers, and then just stop. Just fucking stop.
At this point, the people who just get HBO, whoever did the Last of Us series, give them Resident Evil, because that's how you do a video game adaptation. You follow the source material and you do it right, and that everybody's happy.
Oh, what, like Mario Bros? Well, fuck, didn't Tomb Raider kind of follow the source material?
No,
I couldn't
don't
tell
think
you.
so.
I think they made 3 of them. Anyway, moving on. So this big bitch is scary as fuck, and all she's trying to do, she's protective. You thought Pammy Voorhees was a protective mama? Dude, Big Mama's house is fucking like jamming ugly, hairy nip tits.
She's not even that protect. She just wants to be a mama.
Don't we all, though, Marshall?
She just wants to be mama.
I just want to be loved.
So
All
yeah,
right.
the big thing is she's basically taking these people to be her children.
Yeah.
She wants to be a mama.
all right. And then we cut to Justin Long, who's like,
Justin Long.
which
Every time you see him in a horror movie, you know it's not going to end well for him.
I love this man. Justin Long is just like David Spade's David Spade. I don't know. He's such a piece of shit. I love David Spade, by the way, anyway, because I look like him. I don't know. So, when I got my hair.
So I don't see David Spade in you at all.
People say it. I don't know. I get Conan O'Brien, too, but I'm not fucking 6'4" either. So.
No, but I see more Conan than David Spade. But anyway, let's move on.
So he's like driving. He's like, what do you mean I got canceled from this fucking new TV show I was in? It's like,
oh, yeah, he's like the washed-up actor.
Well, we heard you raped your co-star. And he's like, what do you mean I didn't rape my co-star?
Yeah, he's a victim of the Me Too movement and the cancel culture, basically, is what's happening in this.
Well, except for he earned his spot there because he, in fact, roofied and raped his co-host.
I remember that was the thing. Did it actually get proven that he did do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember. I remember he was accused of it. I don't remember him actually. The movie actually came out and saying he really did do it.
Oh no, they do. Okay. Because there's this scene.
I don't remember that part.
He's like, oh, my Airbnb shit in Detroit. I gotta go fly in there, and so he's there and he's like talking to his old neighborhood homies. He's like, yeah, so I might have drugged and raped a chick, kind of thing. Like they're at the dance club, and I'm like, look, I know you have some drinks in you and shit, but like maybe this isn't the time or the place or the volume you address any of these issues. I run on a mum's the word protocol, Black Ops kind of thing, and that dude has a hole in his face that is quite incriminating. And then so he goes to his Airbnb and he sees all this shit. He's like, fucking squatters. And then he goes to the basement and oh my god, dude. This is two different movies in one, and I love it. So what is it? And then he runs into Big Mama's house, or he's in Big Mama's house, and Big Mama fucking takes his no, because he's like trying to refurbish it again or whatever. So he has like measuring tape, and he's like, whoa, underground tunnels. Do you know how much more I could charge for this? Extra bedrooms.
Yeah.
And that is so fucking, it's so funny. And,
oh yeah, I forgot. He's the one who actually, I guess, owns the baby.
Or his dad did, but
somebody, yeah.
And so so he's down in the basement and he's in the pit, and then like Mama's like, Unga Bunga breastfeed, and then like, this is the grossest looking baby bottle. It's like baby bottle pops. This is baby bottle not, because it's like fucking old milk and hairs and shit on it. And then it's old girl from the beginning of the film's down in the pit, and she's like, if you want to live, you put that fucking bottle in your mouth. He's like, and then so like there's a scene where
they're trapped in the pit now, basically. And the mom is basically, the monster is like trying to
momster.
She's a momster. She's treating them like they're babies. She's trying to feed them all this stuff, and the woman, the girl from the first, is caught on. She's playing the game.
Yeah,
she's playing the game until she can figure out what else to do. And now she's trying to convince Justin Long to play the game too. And he's like, I don't want anything to do with it, and blah blah blah. And
so I don't remember what occurs, but there is a scene somehow that chick gets out.
I think Momster gets mad at Justin Long because he won't drink from the bottle, and so she
come here, give me your nose.
Baba.
I do that to Sarah all the time, and she fucking hates it.
So I think she yanks him out of the pit, but doesn't close the grate behind her. So
and brings her.
So it lets the woman escape.
And brings Justin Long to like the breastfeeding seminar, which is on this VHS tape that just keeps looping.
On a loop, yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, there's a room in there that's like a TV and a bed or something like that. It's just like this ongoing loop of some weird VHS video.
And it's Gwyneth Paltrow talking about how you steam your pussy. You hear that shit? She fucking like ran over some 80-year-old dude up in the slopes, and then like they have her in court, and she's like, what happened to me is I missed half a day of skiing. It's like, wow, Pepper Potts, I thought you were human.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's just no proof that celebrities just lose touch with reality.
No doubt.
So she escapes because Momster took Justin Long out of the pit. She escapes,
and then like Momster pops up and she takes her fucking SUV and just slams her into the fucking house.
Well, okay. We're outside the house now. She breaks out. Justin Long escapes too somehow.
Further down the wait.
I'm getting the aura effect.
I got it.
Mixed up here.
All right, so
because I don't know if this is before or after, but at one point,
hold up, I got it. So like Justin Long runs down the hall this way because he like kicks her in her twat or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he's running down the hall, and then Momster's like, this is where I don't go.
Yeah, he gets to the forbidden door.
And you know, if Momster's not following you, shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
Then it cuts to outside, and then fucking our girl one is in her SUV, and she's getting ready to take ass, and then Momster like fucking hits it like a deer, and then so she smashes her up at girl number one smashes
Into the
Momster
building,
and
into the
then
house.
like just what signs her, you know, like if you move all your guts are gonna fall out kind of shit.
Oh, it's from the mutilator. The mutilator, the dad. That's
Oh,
how they kill the dad.
yeah.
Runs the dad into the wall.
Sorry, I was too busy being on a fall break.
Yep, fall break.
They're making a sequel to that.
Are they really?
Finally, I don't fucking know.
Only after 30 years.
Shit, maybe.
So yeah, so Justin Long enters this room, the
Yeah.
no room, and this is where we get.
It's,
now it goes in like a flashback because he finds the decrepit,
And who is this guy?
aging old man
Peter Brad?
lying in a bed watching like porn or something.
Oh, his homemade
His
rape
homemade
porn.
his homemade rape porn, and we get this big flashback of how this guy this man back in like the 70s or 80s or something like that
Right.
was living in this neighborhood in this
Everything's
house.
all astroturfed and like 1960s cookie cutter, leave it to beaver kind of shit.
Yeah,
picking white.
and the
fish.
house, the neighborhood's still nice. It's still predominantly white. It's friendly. Everybody's out there.
Oh, what the
And
fuck's
they're like,
that supposed to
well,
be,
that's
Marshall?
what the movie was. That's what the movie was.
I know. I'm just
And-
getting you a trope.
And so, but then the neighbor's like, "Yeah, we're moving out here. We gotta go. Like, you should sell your house, and move too." He's like, "Nah, I'm fine. I'm never leaving this neighborhood. This is my house." All that stuff. And so one by overtime, the whole neighborhood,
shit.
everybody moves, and he's like the last person left in this neighborhood.
And this
And
dude
it-
is
as
a
it gets-
nerd do well.
As it just gets more and more run down, more ghetto, more destroyed, dilapidated.
Before it gets gentrified.
And apparently he ends up, making
Eating
these
and
tunnels
kidnapping,
downstairs, and he
a
starts.
maid?
He's kidnapping maids. He's kidnapping people and like holding them hostage and like raping these women downstairs.
It's gross.
And like doing stuff with like their babies or something like that. And he's videotaping all this.
I mean, this is an incest family fuck sesh. Because if this has been going on for X amount of generations, you got some.
So he fucks the maid who gives birth to a kid, and then I think the kid grows up or something. And he fucks the kid.
I think
or
the
something.
kid
I don't
is
know.
Big Mama.
Yeah, and Mama's like, yeah. So this,
And they're just ping ponging DNA back and forth. So you're gonna have some real fucking legit.
It's something along those
What's
lines.
the word I want to use here?
But I don't know where you're going. But yeah, so he's videotaped all this.
Babies.
Yes, and he's videotaped all these rapes and all this. And Justin Long finds them. The guy's like, help me or something like that, and blah blah blah. And
he's in shit shape. He's like, I'm gonna help you, dude. I'm gonna help you.
But then he sees the rape porn or something like that.
And then it slowly starts ticking, and then dude fucking pulls a heater out from his bed stand and fucking blows his head off.
Yeah.
Which, why would you do that then?
Yeah, I don't know, but he kills himself. He's like, what?
Maybe the jig was up.
Yeah.
What are they gonna put him in cancer old man jail?
Yeah. So that's that. And then Jason Long gets out of the house and meets
Justin. You said Jason.
Did I? Okay. Justin Long gets out of the house. He meets up with woman one who has found the crazy homeless guy from earlier.
I love this.
She's like, man, don't go in there. She finds him and he's like, shh, get in here and hide.
Dude, this
because
is good.
she hunts at night or something like that. Yeah. So you gotta be in there and be quiet.
And he's like, man, I've been hiding from that crackhead bitch for like. Well, at one point she goes to the cops.
Yeah. My kid's going crazy upstairs.
She's like, go to the cop. Should we investigate?
No.
Okay. It's like, let's go to the cops. And then the cop's like, you look like a meth whore. We don't have time for this shit. And I guess, like, dude, that sucks because if you're a cop on the beat and you can't be just trusting every crackhead, it could be an ambush or something.
At one point, I think the cops do show up.
Oh, yeah, and it's a joke because it's like the windows busted out in the basement.
Yeah. She sees like the basement windows broken, the cars
fucked up
or something, but they're like,
Does Big Mama get a hold of them?
I think Mama might. I can't remember if Mama kills the cops or not.
It's been a minute.
It's been months.
I watched it like back in October.
But basically, at some point, they're all talking in this hideout where the homeless
it's
guy
like
lives.
an abandoned oil refinery or something.
And Momster, Big Mama, like bursts through the wall
It's like
and
I've been
kills
hiding
the
from
homeless
that bitch
guy.
for years. Dude, straight like what, tears his leg off and beats him to death with it, or like
Something
tears
like
him
that.
in half.
Yeah, something like that.
Is Big Mama a kaiju?
I don't know if she's big enough, but close.
I mean, okay.
She's like at least 7 feet tall.
All right, dude. So yeah, then we cut to the part they're going up like this staircase and shit.
Up to like a silo or a water tower or something like that.
And then so Justin Long kind of figures it out. And he's like, "Oh boy, hate to do this to you, but fucking pushes girl one off."
Mm-hmm.
And then Big Mama does this fucking swan dive.
Jumps off to save her.
Miraculously catches her in midair and fucking softens the blow for baby girl one.
Yeah.
And then Justin Long just walks down and he's like, "Oh, that was fucked up." And then Big Mama's like, she's...
Of course, Big Mama's not dead.
No, she's Voorheesian at this point. Fucking gets up, like takes Justin Long, jams the thumbs
Into his eye.
and fucking just tears him down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I don't even know what happens to girl number one. I think she's out because I just remember. No, it ends with Big Mama dragging fucking old girl back home. I
Yeah,
think.
but I'm pretty sure she kills Big Mama somehow. Because she gets away at the end. I'm pretty sure Big Mama dies at the end of this.
Because I remember she was smushed under Big Mama. Like,
Yeah, but she lives, and then maybe she did drag her back home or start dragging, but she gets up and she somehow kills Big Mama and she lives on.
I can pull up the last.
You can pull it up if you want, real too.
Yeah.
But anyway, while he looks up the ending of this real quick, I will say it was good. Barbarian was good,
Oh, I loved it.
I will say I was a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Only because by the time I saw it, it was the hype machine. The hype train was so big for this movie going in that it like, I don't know if it set the bar so high that it couldn't live up to it. But I was like, oh, okay. And when you hear something like Barbarian, I'm thinking this is gonna be like,
You know why they called it that? Because it was Barber Street. If you live on Barber Street, you're
was it a Barber Street?
yeah,
Oh,
you're a
okay.
barbarian.
All right. I was like, who's the barbarian? I guess
Vikings
the
and shit?
old guy is supposed to be the barbarian. The barbaric rapist guy is the barbarian, but I don't know. But I was like, I thought it was gonna be a lot more body count.
All right, I can't get my shit to load down here.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be a higher body count, more gory. I mean, the kills were gory. It was gory. I will say that. I just thought there'd be more kills and bigger. I guess like I don't know, more ordeal, bigger.
All right,
Expansive. I don't know how to say, but it was still good. It was good. It was creepy. The kills were great.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was still good. I was just,
Okay, maybe 9.5
I expected
out
more
of 10.
from it going into it.
A totally different story. They waylaid, like out of nowhere, just dropped the bomb on me. That second act, or second movie, I should say, that was great. Big Mama was fucking hideous. And if you're telling me there aren't extra chuds in that basement, you're full of shit. So the guy that directed that, did you ever see Miss March? It's The Whitest Guys You Know.
Mm-mm.
So that movie was directed by one of the whitest guys you know guys.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty funny. And I don't know, man. I thought that movie was great. It was gross. It was a freak out. Good suspense.
And I will say this is another one. Like, I think like Megan, like Smile. I think this is one that should just be. I don't know if they are making plans for a sequel, but I think this one just deserves to be a standalone. Just leave it alone as is. You don't need a sequel of this.
Ooh, Mad People Under the Stairs vibes.
Yeah, people under stairs. Yeah.
But, I mean, it was original. I haven't seen anything like that in a minute. I mean, even if the story's cookie cutter and the same, the presentation was a totally different monster altogether.
Yeah, I'll give it that. I agree. And that's what I said. I just let it be a one and done. Let that stand alone as a good standalone movie and move on. Not everything needs a sequel.
Yeah, but people like money.
People do like money.
Well, Marshall, out of all the movies we talked about, what do you think was your favorite? And in what order? In no particular order. We don't do that.
Yeah. Good question.
So what did we talk about? We talked about Megan. We talked about Smile. We
Yeah.
talked about Scream. We talked about Barbarian. And then
Black Phone.
Black Phone.
I think on the fun factor,
Yeah.
Megan.
Man.
On just the pure fun factor.
More Megan, camp it up. Actually, just have her in a scene at a gay dance club where she outdances everybody. It's like, girl, you're hot. And she's like, well, I know. I was programmed like that.
Smile was probably my least favorite.
Smile was kind of dog shit. It's shit I've seen 100 times already, and other than like one fucking really good moment, which I love kitty cats, don't kill them. That movie was just reheated garbage.
Yeah.
And I love garbage, but not that kind.
Barbarian and Black Phone were good because they were. Black Phone had a unique story. It was more story driven and unique story, but it wasn't pure like gory slasher horror like most people were used to, or like Barbarian was. It was more of a supernatural, almost, I won't say psychological, but it was more
supernatural thriller.
Yeah, suspense movie, but it was good.
Very entertaining.
It was, yeah. Barbarian was good. I guess if we're going pure classical, like what, not to say classical horror, but modern day horror, then Barbarian is probably the top up there. But just pure fun and stuff, Megan was really entertaining, I thought. The performance,
Scream 6 or 5.
Scream 5, that's in the middle somewhere. Like, it wasn't the certainly not the best. And Megan was just fun. Like, the performances were great. The voice actor for Megan just killed it, I thought, and really made the movie.
I honestly thought it was just some AI shit. Oh, also with Scream 5, you know what they did? A lot of character development. They not A New Hope, God damn it, what was Star Wars 7? Not
Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens, it kind of, like they got to bring you in with all these fuzzy memories of shit, because they're getting ready to launch another franchise or chapter, I should say. But yeah. I'd say Barbarian number 1. I'd say Megan number 2. I'm sorry, Barbarian number 1, Black Phone, Megan, Scream 5, and then smile, turn it upside down, it's a fucking frown.
Yeah.
And don't make a sequel to that. Nobody wants it.
Yeah, that's like a pretty good order. That's a pretty good listing.
You know what? I guarantee you they will make a sequel to Smile, but it's going to be like a Universal direct-to-video. Was that Universal? No, it was Paramount.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I watched it, was on Paramount Plus. And Scream was on Paramount.
Well, yeah.
I think I guess Barbarian probably number 1. I think I'd switch Megan and Black Phone because Megan was just fun, and that was a fun one. Black Phone was good, but it's not like one you can just have fun with. It was dark and serious.
It's like a Frailty kind of. You ever see Frailty?
I have not.
Oh shit, dude! So it's fucking Bill Paxton and Matthew McConaughey, and then like it feels like a Stephen King movie. Fuck, I'd be surprised if it isn't. But it's like so. Bill Paxton in the 1960s kind of thing. He's a single dad, and then like he has 2 kids, and then one night he sees an angel, and the angel, he's smoking PCP, and he finds an angel. And anyway, so he gives him this list of people he needs to kill because God gave him a list of people to kill, and he gives him these immaculate weapons, and he helps his kids are in on it. Holy shit, dude! Bill Paxton directed it, and it is awesome. And I'm not gonna say anything else. But
okay.
No, it's really good. It would be a good companion piece for Black Phone.
Okay. Cool.
Well, that was a 4-hour-long episode.
We're gonna wrap it. That went a little longer than I thought, but it was fun. It was just a nice little talk. We covered a bunch of different movies that I just wanted to talk about without doing full episodes on.
How dare you make me talk to my friend? And
how
drink
dare I?
Beers and talk about horror movies.
So that's it. We're gonna wrap this up. Next time we're on, we'll be back. Actually, next week I got a guest scheduled for next week already. Someone who hasn't been on the show in a long time, is well overdue to return to the show, so I'm excited about that.
Is it me?
It is not you.
Okay, because I don't remember.
No. Do you want to come to it? You can
sure.
come.
Fuck, why not?
I haven't figured the movie out yet, but I got people scheduled, so we're gonna do it.
All right, I got one. It's on Tubi.
I got several on Tubi I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, but my ideas are better.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What's your idea?
Man's Best Friend.
Oh. No, see, I'm pissed off Aaron. Aaron says he wants to do that, but I can't get him to ever commit to a day. And
you know what? We'll sit down and we'll all plan a date after this.
Some of the ones I'm looking at Doghouse. I'm looking at...
Fuck is Doghouse?
Happy Hour Slasher. And I'm looking at... shit, what was the other one? Fuck. Candy Corn. And...
Wow. Okay.
And...
I say might say
Death Toilet.
I have to be on Death Toilet.
Death Toilet. I haven't finished it yet.
Wait, is that Amityville Shithouse?
No, it's not. Here's the thing. It's practically there's Amityville Death Toilet, which hasn't come out yet. It's to be released.
Okay.
It's coming out later this year. But then there's Death Toilet, which is done basically by the same people. And it's the same movie. It's just like a shorter version. I'm anxious.
With a
This is
bigger
like
budget.
This is the shorter indie version. And then they're gonna rename it, kind of like Full Moon does. We're gonna rename it, and it's just the same movie.
We need to talk about.
I did see Amityville Karen.
What?
Yeah, Amityville Karen. And there's an Amityville in space that I'd like to get to.
How the fuck? I was talking to our mutual friend and listener of the podcast, Paul Harmon.
Yeah.
And we were talking about full. Remember, we all went to the bar?
Yep.
Swell guy. I'm glad
Monday
he
Night
wasn't
Beer Club. We need to pick that up again
Yeah.
sometime.
We'll talk turkey.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Jeff's banned from going because we ended up making it Tuesday, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so Paul brought up, so he was talking about full moon movies, and I'm like, can we just call Full Moon for what it is? That Charles Band has a fucking puppet fetish. Like, that's every fucking shit. Like, spooky in cities and creepy crawlies and blah, blah, blah. It's just, you like puppets, dude. It's like Todd McFarlane. We know you love chains and capes. Rob Liefeld, we know you like pouches and little feets. Charles Band, well, I think we tackled this. Anyway, I'll shut the fuck up.
All right. Well, yeah. If you want to come on next week, we'll have you back on next week when I figure it out. But yeah,
All right.
we got somebody scheduled. He's coming. Like, yeah, there's a hint. It's a he. All right. Until then.
Are you assuming his gender?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I am.
All right.
So anyway, all right. Thanks for listening, guys. Making it this far. Get your votes in on Instagram for the Epically. No, wait, where?
We're
We're Epically Awful 8. We just did the Shea 16, so we're the Epically Awful 8. Get your votes in for that. Get the tournament updated. We'll do that next week.
Hey, Marshall, you know what?
What?
I was at my girlfriend's house earlier, and I was drinking.
Hi, Sarah.
Out of a attaboy. I was drinking out of a pint glass. It was a horrible pint glass.
Oh, you got yourselves one of those?
Well, she did.
Oh, she did.
She didn't know about the limited or the super exclusive Nachos McWerewolf.
design pint glass. Yeah,
Buddy, where'd she get that from?
She got that off of horriblehorrorpodcast.com on the merch page.com.
No way.
That's right. You can go to the merch page and pick up all your Horrible Horror shirts and sweatshirts and pint glasses and all sorts of stuff.
Are you telling me I can get a hoodie?
You can get a hoodie there.
Are you telling me I can get a t-shirt that says Normal Head?
You can get a normal head. You also get a Why She Talk.
Why She Talk?
Why She Talk?
So I don't know, man. I was thinking about Trick or Treat, and there was all this lightning, and it was kind of blue.
Yep, you can get an I'm Blue shirt there too. You can get there's two different I'm Blue shirts.
I love Chopping Mall too.
Chopping Mall, you get a Chopping Mall I'm Blue shirt. If you're a fan of the rapey sea creatures from Humanoids from the Deep, you can get yourself a No-Yo Department of Fish and Wildlife shirt.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, yo, what was that movie that fucking not Peter Jackson, Miguel Yomotoro did? The Deepness of Water in My Pussy.
Oh,
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water, yeah.
It's a dick, and it's in your vagina. And so sorry, real quick. Universal, like, he's been trying to get a Creature from the Black Lagoon remake since forever. And
that's pretty much what it was, right?
A little sexier.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Someday I'll go back and watch it.
Let's just say it's why I'm kicked out of the fish market. Me, ouch. So yeah, get those shirts, get those stickers, get those bumper stickers, get those koozies, get those hoodies, get those birth certificates.
Yeah, get your Horrible Horror birth certificate.
Right, so, you know.
But no, if you're one of those people who listens to the show while you work in the office, you work on your computer, you can show your love by getting a Horrible Horror mouse pad. We got those too.
What?
Yeah, there's like 3 different kinds to pick from. You got 3 different mouse pads. You get a mouse pad.
You're telling me I don't have to be dragging my mouse around on gravel like a hillbilly?
No, get
treat
yourself
it
a nice
like
Horrible
like
Horror
a
mouse
tech
pad.
deck. Wow.
Or you can also go to Patreon and support us on Patreon too if you want to do that. But that's it for this week. I'm closing it down.
For $1 a month, you can help Marshall and his hosts.
In the arms of an angel.
You can help goblins. Beer goblins. Your voice, what happened?
I don't know.
You can help beer goblins in their natural habitat. Can we make that? In their nachoist habitat. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, and bring it on home.
All right, so until next time, guys, you know what to do. Watch more horror movies. And remember to always
stay spooky.
And keep it tight, y'all.
Burp, 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 burp.